Ahoy me hearties! Welcome back to my channel. I feel like that was the weirdest wave ever. I'm not used to saying anything other than hi friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eso, this is EsoTarot, and today's reading we are doing something that is a classic on my channel, one of my favorite things to do, and it is an ocean themed one. We're going all out. I'm really excited. So what we are going to be looking at today is we're going to start by looking at how is the person you're asking about feeling about you and your connection. I'm going to lay everything out and I'm going to dive deep into their energy, how they see you, all that jazz. I'm just going to give myself room to channel and go for it. And then we're going to use a deck to look at, number one, how is this person seeing you? And number two, who is this person? Now, if this part doesn't resonate totally, that's fine. Ideally, there should be something there that gives you confirmation, but if the first part resonated and the second part doesn't, don't worry about it because we are still getting signs, guidance, letters, and numbers. I would just trust if the second part is like iffy for you, it's meant for other people, especially if the first part hits. Like, you will know just based on what I'm channeling in the beginning whether this reading is for you or not, but ideally the last three parts are really there to help give you confirmation and also know like how they're seeing you, like get like their overall perception of you, and just get confirmation that this message is meant for you. Ideally, if you're here, this message is meant for you no matter what, but I want you to feel confident in the knowingness of that. There are 8 billion people on this planet. Even if you feel like there's a lot of people here, there really aren't. I'm grateful for everyone who is, but like the messages that are meant for you, okay? But if that is hitting and you would like to hang out with me further, if you'd like to dive deeper, go to the Marianas Trench with me. We are going to be looking at the deeper purpose, or should I say deeper porpoise? I do expect a like for that comment. Yes, I do. A like and a comment for that, actually. A like for that comment. Cute. Okay. So we're going to be looking at the deeper purpose of this connection with this person. So I'm going to be once again diving deep and channeling really just the deeper energetic and soul purposes for the two of you being together, and not just like soul, but like human purposes. How are you guys helping each other grow? Why are they in your life? How is this connection fostering growth, but also how is this fostering growth by teaching you both different things? Like, what are you guys learning from each other? How are you growing? What's the real point and purpose for being together? And I think this is a really big one and an important one, because the human ego has the tendency to talk about connections and be like, oh, that was the waste of time, or like I can't believe like I opened my heart and gave someone the time of day. And it's like, my dude, that's literally the point of life. And there are deeper purposes and points to the connections in our life. So I'm excited to look at what that is for you and the person you're asking about. And I also want to see how the world benefits from your connection. We're going to look at how you and them benefit from the connection, of course. But I mean, if this person is in your life, clearly there are further reaching implications in terms of how others benefit from your connection as well. So I want to see how it benefits everyone, not just the two of you. And also, why are things unfolding as they are? So like, you know, if you're like, I feel like we should be in a different place, or I don't really understand why things are the way they are right now, despite the guidance I'm getting, we're going to use that as an opportunity to get you more clarity. We're also going to do some channeled messages, and I just kind of want to see what their deeper truths around the connection are right now. They're not going to be what they are forever. And same with the purpose. This deeper purpose is what it is right now. That purpose might evolve over time. There might be multiple. We don't know. All I know is I'm going to be reading as much as I can and give you the most information possible. And then we are just going to finish off with guidance for this connection moving forward that is hopefully meant to help you feel more confident in it. So if that sounds good to you, I hope you stick around. So we've got 4 different groups for you to choose from today. And you have stones to help you pick. You can pick based on the vibe of the deck. And I'm also going to be pulling some cards to help you guys choose if you're still struggling. So starting with group number 1, we have this first stack of oracle cards, and I have this Angelite heart on top. I hope you enjoy the waves too. And then for group number 2, we have this Selenite heart and the second stack of cards. For group number 3, we have this Thulite heart and the 3rd stack of cards. And finally, for group number 4, we have this Snowflake Obsidian heart and the 4th stack of cards. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which group you feel most drawn to. It's absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one. You could be asking about more than one person. If you want to pause, and if like you think like, okay, you could even ask the energy of them, what group would I pick, or what group should I pick? Trust your gut. But for those of you that are with peace and love, kind of incapable of doing that, no, I will not pick your group for you. That's if you can't choose a group and be discerning, you shouldn't be watching these readings with peace and love. I want you to have the level of sovereignty to be able to be like, yes, this is my reading, or no, this isn't my reading. You need at least enough personal power there to be able to do that. But this is hopefully going to help you. So I am going to pull a card for each group and just see what comes through. Signs, synchronicities, anything related to or attached to each group that I can associate. If any of that hits and resonates for you, then try that group. If multiple resonate, try multiple if you would like to. Try the one that hits the most. I don't know. I feel like y'all overthink it, and then I overthink it, and then I try to Anyway. Trust your gut, but if you're really struggling, hopefully this will help you. So for those that would benefit from seeing group number 1, what signs and syncs, what card is relevant for group 1 that could help my group 1s know group 1 is for them? Don't take a shot every time I say group 1. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. So if you've been seeing the number 4, 444, if you're watching this in April, or April 4th, that is Kino's birthday, so you better go tell her happy birthday if it's April 4th. You could have 4 figures in your bank account. You could have 4 coins near you. You could have coins on you. I'll read the little poem too. We sat watching the squirrels at their cabin, which was really just a trailer. There's a lot to be learned from squirrels, he said. Saving is important. It's how we get through winter, but everything is a balance. There is always enough, even when it doesn't feel like it. Store what you need, but remember, you can't take it with you when you die. So, and the fact that this came out in reverse makes me feel like if you've been really working through like releasing stubborn habits, or if you've been trying to build your prosperity, or just be more generous, or be less like try to hold on to things less, if you've been trying to let go of things more and surrender more, group 1 might be for you. Okay, what about group 2? What signs and syncs are significant for group 2? Okay, so we have the Fool. So if you're starting something new, if you're in the midst of a new beginning, if the name Fool hits in any way, I'm thinking of Fool types like Michael Scott or SpongeBob SquarePants. If you're starting a new job, a new school, if you have a newborn, congratulations, by the way, I hope you get sleep. If any of these words, this poem, notebook, spines cracking, open for the first time, chaos, naivete, uncertainty, limitless potential, newborn screams, jump, the song Jump by Van Halen, or Van Halen in general, the void, the word void, you could have a black cat, or someone could have a black cat, also just zero, like the infinite nature of zero. Someone could have a name that starts with O, Olive, Oliver, Odessa, The Odyssey by Homer. Yeah, if any of that hits, also backpack, and I'm hearing the backpack song from Dora in my head. If any of that hits, group 2 might be for you. What about group 3? What signs, symbols, messages, anything could help my group 3s know group 3 is for them? Okay, we have the Tower. So if you've gone through anything intense recently, like an intense shakeup, I will say I had a Tower moment recently that was like very liberating. It led to a beautiful ego death, but like in the moment I was just like, oh shit, I forgot what Tower moments felt like. So if you've had some, like, if things have been really chaotic, if things have been a bit destabilizing, if you're watching this on January 6th or June 1st, if you're watching this on the 16th of a month, or if the number 16 is significant, if your age is 16, you should be clicking off this video because you're not old enough to be watching it. If you want to watch self-help ones, fine, but like no love readings until you're at least 18. Come back then. If you've been spending a lot of time in nature, or there's a lot of storms going on, if you broke a glass recently, whether on accident or on purpose. We also have this little poem that says, sand and water stunned by lightning, are we so different? Just water and atoms forged in some unfathomable electricity. I once read that glass isn't a solid, molecules continually moving. Isn't that the way? We aren't a solid, no matter how rigid we appear. Shatter. So yeah, if something shattered, if something changed, also someone could be studying physics, or physics could be significant. Finally, my group 4s. What signs, symbols, or just messages could be helpful in letting my indecisive people know if group 4 is for them? Okay, we have the 2 of Pentacles. You guys are getting some free tarot advice, so you better sign up for my email list and be ready for my classes, because I've got plenty of tarot advice like this. If someone has nice boobies and they like playing with your boobies, that is a or if you like playing with their boobies, maybe you both got boobies and it's just boobs on boobs. I don't know. What I do know is that sounds like a good time, and I also know that in the regular 2 of Pentacles, he's juggling. So tickle bids could be significant for this group. Another thing is, you could be in a situation with someone where you guys are working really hard on your finances or creating balance in your financial situation. If in general you're just trying to create balance in your financial situation, this could be for you. I would also say just the number 2. So the 2nd of the month of February, if you've been seeing 222 anywhere, or 22, if you could live on the 22nd floor or the 2nd floor, says, juggling could be significant, maybe circus, clowns. How do jugglers do it? It's simple, really. Arcs and timing. Toss a ball when it reaches the peak of its arc. This part is key. Toss ball B. It won't be smooth, not at first, but keep at it. Practice makes perfect. 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, and so on. So if the phrase practice makes perfect could be significant. And also, if you're in a phase where you want to multiply or like bring more into your life, if you're trying to make 2 pentacles become 3 pentacles, or like if you're trying to build, group 4 might be for you. But if this just added to your confusion, ignore this part and pick based on the stone or the one that pulls you the closest. We will get confirmation in the reading. So that is all I have for that there. Definitely let me know if that was helpful. I do my best to help y'all, but like I'm not picking your groups for you. I don't want that. I don't want that responsibility. That's your responsibility. I do everything in my power to like give you the tools possible to make your own empowered decisions. I'm not doing that for you. Like, I can tell you where to go, like how to go to the bathroom. I can tell you where the bathroom is, but I'm not wiping your butt for you. All right? It's because I love you. Okay, intro squad. I had so many questions here, and a lot of them were honestly just like ocean themed, and I honestly like I can't even decide which one I want to ask. So I guess I'm just gonna rapid fire. Favorite sea creature. Mine is really difficult. I mean, I love orcas, but sharks are like, I love sharks. I love great white sharks. I love nurse sharks. I love sharks. I love hammerhead sharks. Actually, hammerhead sharks are probably my favorite, but I love sharks, and I will never forgive Steven Spielberg for what he did to the shark community. Lots of unfair hatred to the shark community. We were swimming in their house. Like, maybe like, let's not be shark haters. We kill a lot more of them than they do us, and actually, it's like a huge problem. We need sharks in our ecosystem. Other things, beaches. What are your favorite beaches to go to see, to be at? beach and or mermaid movies. What are your favorites? I will say, shout out to the movie Splash. If Splash didn't exist, I probably wouldn't be named Madison. And if you're named Madison, you probably wouldn't be named Madison either. Because check the census records, after Splash came out, the name Madison skyrocketed in girls. And even in the movie, Daryl Hannah's character is like, I'll call myself Madison. And Tom Hanks is like, Madison, that's not a name. And honestly, he was kind of right. Because you know what Matthew means? I mean, you know what Madison means? It means son of Matthew. I'm a daughter of, guess who? Not a Matthew. So, not a deeply meaningful name. I guess I'll just take the mermaid interpretation. But I gotta be honest, my mermaid movie is Aquamarine. Aquamarine is my mermaid movie. Nothing better. Like, JoJo, Emma Roberts, Sarah Paxton, like, you can't get better than that. You can't get better than that. I can't remember what the cute guy in it is, but I remember, like, if you guys have seen it, you know the part where he jumps off of his house to, like, go save Aqua, like, after she, like, falls off the bike. Like, that shit made me laugh so hard, because it was just, like, so cringe and embarrassing. Like, one thing I love about being a neurodivergent individual is just seeing all the neurotypical nonsense that they get up to, even in kids' movies, to be like, hey, yeah, like, this is a guy, you should be attracted to him, shirtless. And it's like, no, I want to see them shot more. And I like their outfits. I like the pretty hair. Yeah, but tell me all that. I want to know it. If you have any ocean facts, let me know your cool ocean facts. Anything about the ocean, I am there for it. Did you see James Cameron's documentary about the Marianas Trench? Okay, boat channel, I gotta shout out, is Ocean Liner Designs. If y'all have not seen his channel, one of my favorites. Just, a paradise of ship information. Great guy. Shout out to Mike Brady from Ocean Liner Designs. Okay, I think that's an intro. I think we've introed out. So squad, thanks for being here. Let me know. Comment with your comment, like, your favorite ocean emoji. I'm grateful you're here. And yeah, I will see SEA you in your reading. Bye. Hi there, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. I'm really close to the mic, but don't worry, I won't be like this the whole time. I just need to lay out the cards. But if you chose the Angelite heart in this first set of cards, this is going to be a reading on how the person you are asking about is currently feeling. Full breakdown of the reading in the intro. So to start, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have recalibration. We have no. The answer to your question is no. I already have thoughts on that, so we'll get there. We have the Mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. We have Chicago. I had so many questions, but the only answer was you. We have the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginnings, desire, vehement. We have the New Pearl. And we have life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Oh, I have such sweet feelings in this group. I hope you're grinning right now, because I'm grinning too. I'm grinning from ear to ear. This is really sweet. Don't let the bad thoughts win, all right? Don't let them corrupt something pure and beautiful, because that's what's happening here. And I think it's happening to the both of you, and I think it's because you're having trouble trusting the sweetness that's between the two of you. Because let's talk about how this person feels about you. Like, I'm getting, like, direct bodily sensations. Like, I'm feeling, like, in my hands, like, I don't know, like, this, the only way I could describe it is, like, this feeling of, like, an electric oven or not an electric oven, an electric stove top, like heating up, but like visually it doesn't feel like heat. Well, I guess maybe it could be heat, but it's not heat because my hands are actually freezing. But that could just be due to my own nutritional deficiencies. Like it feels like a weight in my hands. I don't know if they were like carrying you or like holding your head or like, I don't know. And the extra help pile picking part for group 4, we talked about tickle bids, but I don't know. Or maybe it's TNA, or maybe it's just A, I don't know. There might be some of that going on. I'm the one corrupting the purity of this reading. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Which I guess this does have some, not saying that you guys have Taylor Swift vibes or anything like that, but the anti-hero song and like, oh, this Queen of Cups has like OG Taylor Swift hair, which I think is, makes me nostalgic for that time. Maybe there is some nostalgia between the two of you, or like, even if you haven't known this person for a really long time, I do feel like there is this feeling of like, it feels like you guys go way back, even if it doesn't make sense. There is genuine sweetness in this reading, and this person definitely has sweet feelings for you. If you are a water sign, or just in general, like, you might not, the water signs are, by the way, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You also don't have to be a woman either for this to resonate, but I definitely think that there's in terms of how your person feels with this Queen of Cups, there's like, their eyes are only on you. Like, there's a lot of almost like, so pure, so perfect, it's so perfect, it's almost too good to be true. No, that was really bad. It's almost too good to be true. I don't know. My mouth isn't, I need water. My mouth is not well lubricated, so I cannot be blamed for any bad Russian accents that I do right now. I will not be held accountable. Okay. They definitely feel very, very, very comfortable around you, as you can probably tell, because I'm going full stream of consciousness and almost getting distracted. There is a distractibility that they do feel when they're around you. Part of it's because they're mesmerized. Part of it is because they're also like trying to, it's like bringing a calculator to an English class, kind of what's going on here. Like, they're trying to process things through a way of they're trying to problem solve in a way that doesn't work here. It's like if you got a broken engine, reading poems to it, and you got a broken heart and doing open heart surgery. It's like different. They're not used to the feelings that they have when they're with you. But I think part of why they're not used to it is because typically this person gets involved in situations where it's exciting, and there's like, there is a game. There's a game that they get to solve, and that they get to bring their little calculator to and be like, according to my calculations, like, you ain't shit. And then they can, like, you know, skedaddle once they've got the game figured out, and their heart really isn't in it. Their heart's in it when it comes to the Queen of Cups. I don't know if you remind them of like a motherly or like maternal figure in their life, but I do think, like, even if you're not a woman, like, you have the same qualities as their mother or like maternal figure, that they really revere within you. But there is almost this question of, is it too good to be true? And also, I don't know, I don't have all the answers here. I feel like there's a lot of also too maybe putting you on a pedestal a little bit, because they're like, they see your sweetness, they see your purity the same way like many people do with their parental figures, where there might be a little bit like either you guys haven't gotten close enough for them to just kind of see more of your humanity yet, or their own insecurities are maybe painting a picture that is more dramatic in terms of like how wonderful you are versus not how bad they are. Like, this person doesn't see themselves as bad. I think they just see themselves as like bland. And I think that's really unfair of them. But I think it's just more so you shine very brightly, and so they feel like their light is dimmer, and it feels like they definitely feel this sense like they need to have more, they need to bring more to the table, or that they want things to be more balanced here because maybe they haven't been giving as much as they would like to, or maybe their ability to give you what they feel you deserve, it does not match right now, like what they're actually able to give. And there could also too be hesitancy around giving in general, because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to give too much and then look too eager, too interested. If this is further along, it might be that they feel guilty about like there being an imbalance. Maybe you're able to give more than they can right now, and they are really hoping that like they are able to give you more soon. Like they want to give you the world, but they're also, it's taking longer than they expected. Like I noticed in the Six of Pentacles, we're traveling by boat, and this ain't a steamship. Like it's going, like wherever it's going, it's gonna take a minute. Like it's probably not gonna be fun, and it's probably not gonna be pretty, and the conditions are probably gonna be piss poor. Do you know what boats were like back then? And so there might be part of it where it's like, you know, to if you guys are not in like a committed relationship or anything like that, which for a lot of you, I do feel like this could be a newer thing or something where things are getting more serious. And that maybe this is after a period of time where this person has like maybe kind of avoided getting more serious with you. And if you had the question, was there something wrong with me, meaning you, like the answer is no. The city of Chicago could be significant as well, by the way. Also, it's making me think of that show Victorious. One of the characters does a little one-woman Chicago show that's quite funny. But also the movie Chicago could be significant. I do feel like thinking of the movie, like there's a lot of flashiness to it. And I think that right now this person is a bit unclear in terms of, is this for real and really serious, or is this something where I'm just in my feels, or I'm getting caught up, or because this person doesn't have a way to know exactly how things are going to unfold, or just be able to like peruse through your consciousness, at least not the way I can. Well, I'm perusing through theirs, but they're not able to like know what your true intentions are. And even if your intentions are good, well, we don't know what's gonna happen. Like, you know, for example, if you're on a boat 300 years ago, you don't know if you're gonna catch typhoid. You don't know if there's gonna be a storm. Like, you don't know if you're gonna get scurvy. Like, all of those things are very real, the scary things. And I think that, you know, when it comes to good things, especially good things with another person, there are real challenges that we can go through, or hardships or scary things that can happen when we open our hearts. And I feel like this person is still not sure what the future holds, but also they want you to know. Like, I feel like if you've been specifically ruminating about a particular insecurity, or worrying about something that you said that maybe they took wrong, or you're worried they took wrong, no, they didn't. They knew your intentions. I feel like this person doesn't know what the future holds, but they know they want to give you more, and also their focus is on you. I feel like they also want to comment on the kind of creepy psychic nature between the two of you. Like, even if this person doesn't believe in that sort of thing, they do notice that you guys seem to say certain things at the same time, where they just feel this sense of emotional comfort and resonance. Like, your nervous systems really seem to work really well together, and I think that's disarming. And coming back to my previous point, that's the beautiful thing about ADHD. We might get off track, but baby, I'm always coming back to the point most of the time, not always. They fuck, I lost the point. That's my fault. That's on me. That's my hubris. I apologize. I will get back to the point though. Oh yeah, I know it. They, like I said, they were used to those sorts of situations where it was a game and their heart didn't have to be in it. You know, now they're bringing a calculator to a hangout session, and they're like, wait, I can just relax. Like I can just, I don't have to be something. And it's really exciting, and they are really like, it's energizing, it's comforting, it's willing to go in old ass ship types of risk for them. That's the risk that they're thinking of, but like they're really willing to do it. They're like, yeah, I'll scrub the bottom of a ship if it means, because they had to do that because of shipworm. You ever heard of shipworm? There was shit eating the boats. They literally have to go and then take all of it off and then like scrub that. I'm sorry, I am going really off topic in this one. Maybe this person does that to kind of hide and mask their true feelings because they're really uncomfortable being out front with them, because I notice as soon as I really hit on a point, I get distracted by one of the many barrels of information inside my brain. I do know a lot about boats though. And one thing I will say is they are very good at using maybe your own interests or mutual interests or distraction as a way to maybe hide and not face kind of the deeper feelings here, because it's really scary. I feel like they haven't explored the true depth of their feelings for you, because the intensity of just how they feel them when they're around you and when they think of you is enough for them to know that this is something significant and something serious. I figured out their game. I figured out their game. Here's, according to my calculations, I got you, bitch. That's what I would say to your person. So when they're around you, they feel this sense of just like they can exhale. I would not be shocked if like you guys kind of are able to regulate around one another. And even if you guys don't see each other in person, like even if this is long distance or something like that, just hearing your voice or just seeing your name pop up on their phone, like all of that is enough for them to just feel a sense of like, oh, like it's them. But there's also, especially for those of you where this is newer, there's a mixture of nerves and like what's going to happen here. And even if you guys at this point are like, I feel like for less of you, there's less of a committed relationship vibe. You guys could be in one, but I would still say it's probably newer. And it's also something where, despite the commitment, you guys keep conversation about the future pretty casual for now. I feel like both of you are kind of afraid to reveal the depths of your feelings and just like kind of how down bad you are for each other. But I feel like this person is just kind of trusting their gut, because like no matter how much their mind wants to be like, well, we don't know what this is and we need to protect ourselves and we need to be careful, their heart's just really like kind of tuning it out. Like their heart's like putting in headphones and listening to like romance playlists and just being like, yeah, I can't hear you, which is really iconic, and I love that for your person's heart. With the Ace of Wands here, I feel like they're just really excited. They're really passionate about like what this future holds with you. Mind you, the past 15 minutes I was not looking at these cards. I completely forgot they were here. I was looking at them, but like not anyway. Even if you've known this person for a while, I do feel like there's either a passionate new beginning, like starting. Why did the word festering come through? Like, this is not a gross thing. I think for some of you, your person has trouble embracing the energies that come with fun, playful romance and like attraction. Like they feel it and they experience it, but thinking about it and acknowledging it are kind of like, like they almost like don't like to think of themselves that way, but they're learning to embrace it. And I feel like with this new pearl here, there's definitely like they have this plan of patience. Like patience is the plan here. And I think when they're experiencing challenges, like I think one of their biggest frustrations in this situation right now is just the fact that like they don't feel in control of their own emotions, which is truthfully behind the scenes a good thing. They know, all they do know is that they know that they feel so good when they're with you. They love being around you. They're insanely attracted to you. So if you guys have been physically intimate, and you're wondering like, is that going to change the dynamic in a negative way? No, I think it's just brought you closer. But I mean, I do think at the same time, maybe it create, like if you haven't talked about it, that might create a little bit of awkwardness. Like I do think once you introduce that element, there can be overthinking. And so that might be happening, but they're not going to let it get in the way. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they don't know. But what they do know is that there's something real and there's something special here. And I want to say that's extra confirmation for those of you that have met their friends or their family or some people from it. Not only have these people been like very complimentary of you to this person, this person sees how you fit into their world really well. They feel like, and they're really happy bringing you into their space. Well, maybe for some of you it's friends. Maybe they're not happy bringing you into other spaces, but like they notice that like their life is better when they're with you. They're happy when they're with you. But I think there is a part of them that's like, do I deserve this? I don't know if I deserve this. And also, what if group one wakes up and kind of sees like I'm not, like there's not that much to me? And I would say like, this person is just, they're a pearl still forming, and so they just don't, you see more than just what they judge themselves by, so they can't quite see yet the value of their heart, the value of their company, the value of their companionship. But they will start to. And I think one thing that they have noticed is just that, like, not only are they so happy when they're with you, but if you haven't met their family or their friends or anything like that, they really see you and visualize you being around them. And I feel like they are talking about you with the people in their life, or like if they're not talking about you directly, like, so I have a friend who's seeing someone, like that sort of thing. I could see some of your people being like that, but they're definitely getting positive and supportive advice from the people they are talking to about this. And like if they know you, they're definitely like in your corner being like, okay, well, that's silly for you to think that because they've done XYZ, they've said XYZ, I've seen them be this way. Like they're in your corner. And I think that this person is really just in this position of, I really like where things are. I really like where things are going. But at the same time, that scares me because I don't know where that is. You know, anyone driving a car in a bunch of fog knows how stressful that is. You got to go slower. And you got to like pay more attention. You know, usually turn the music off, right? Like it's a little bit more serious. So I feel like they're trying to hide that seriousness because there is just a lot of playful fun and passionate energy here. If they rejected you in the past, or like if things didn't work out in the past, or they said no to this in the past and they're opening up to it now, I think they're realizing like how they were kind of wrong for that, how that was the wrong answer, and maybe they feel like they'll never be able to make up for like they might kind of feel like they're like entering or in this situation in a bit of a like they have to pull more of their weight, which might be fair. So I feel like they're trying to create stability and like that's their focus. And I feel like they're just really trying to be patient. And wherever things are, they only see things. They see things. They don't know how they see things, but they really want things to go in a positive direction because they really don't feel the same level. Number one, there's a lot of loyalty here from them to you. And I think they really hope the same. Obviously, if you're in a commitment, I would say that that is important unless there's some sort of agreement. But I think for a lot of you, it might be in kind of a blurred area right now. If you haven't heard from them in a minute, they might be taking a second to process things. Like if you guys hang out and then after you hang out, like, or if you guys like have like a really long, deep talk together or something like that, whether online or in person, whenever you spend quality time together for an extended period of time, that's the phrase. If they kind of disappear a little bit after that, it's not because like they're losing interest or they're overthinking things. They're just processing and like settling in the energy of like you guys, like the energy you create together. Oh man, I really can't wait to go into the deeper purpose of this connection. So I think they feel really good. Like they really desire you deeply. And I think it kind of scares them how deeply they desire you. And I think that, you know, it's like they could run from you all they want, but every time like the answer would go to your direction. And I feel like they're glad that they're finally listening. And they really want to be a more stable presence in your life. And I think that stability is something that they're working on. Okay, so I will mention, if you're enjoying this and you want to get even crazier, we are doing an extended where we're diving super deep into the purpose of this connection, especially like right now. There's a full breakdown of that in the intro, but we're going to get like guidance and channel messages as well and see like what they're really thinking about how things are right now. And I think we're going to use my homemade ones, so don't quote me, but I think we will. If not, just grateful you're here. And if you are enjoying this, I'd appreciate you leaving me a like because Whether you enjoy it or not, the algorithm does not discriminate. It just responds to interaction. So thank you to everyone who does that. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by asking how they see you or how they're currently seeing you. Hopefully these things will be confirmation for you. But yeah, okay. How is this person seeing group 1? Okay, this sounds like it should be bad, but it's not. Conservative, neutral, dependable, basic. This is safe, okay? Maybe not if you're drinking red wine, but like otherwise, maybe that's a sign for someone. If you wear a lot of neutrals or you are like very minimalist or something like that, I feel like they would talk about that. You would get along with my mother. She's the queen of this. And guess what? And my mom's a baddie, all right? I definitely feel like they would describe you as someone who's hard to read and also someone who takes time to open up. Like you could be more shy. And I feel like they would also say as well, like, some of these seem like they're kind of a read just because of the way the card is, and they're not. Like, I feel like they would say that you are, like, you're modest, you're humble, you're grounded, you're easy to talk to. Also that you're stylish and that you're tasteful and you're not too flashy, you're not too showy. And they would say, too, that you are kind of shy or it takes a minute for you to open up. How else would they describe group 1? Let's see. And underneath that is a really passionate, hot, sexy, energetic, funny, fiery person. I feel like you feel like family to them. And they feel like I said, they feel like you just have like a great personality that they really enjoy being around. If you've been physically intimate with them, I feel like they would say lady or gentleman in the streets, freak in the sheets. Like they're yeah. Anything else? Plastic, perfect, cosmetic surgery. I don't know who made this deck. I don't even think it's for sale anymore, but I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what I guess it's on me, right? I'm associating it negatively or maybe worried that other people are associating it negatively, but it's not. So, first of all, perfect. I think perfect is the key word here because like I feel like they see you as perfect. If you got batty nails, I feel like they could really find those cool. I was hearing specifically they might like the tippy tap, like on like a phone or something. Like they like that. I hope I didn't mess anything up. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I definitely think that they just, like the plastics in Mean Girls, like they see you as that level of perfection, and then they're like, but you're nice. Like what's the catch here? You have like a level of flawlessness to them that is unbelievable. But also one thing I will say for those of you, for some of you, if this person like doesn't wear makeup or they're unfamiliar with makeup, they could definitely think like, and you do, like you could totally be wearing a no makeup look and they'll think you're wearing no makeup and then they'll be like, whoa, really? Like all the no makeup look is like the biggest scam to anyone who doesn't wear makeup. Okay, so that's you. Let's see now who this person is or any confirmation of who they are. So who is this person that group 1 is asking about? Okay, that didn't come out. So we have water. Okay, wavy hair, dreamy and artistic, larger eyes, wide hips. So they could have wavy hair. Maybe they show up in your dreams a lot. Maybe you're both water signs. Maybe their hips don't lie. Maybe they got big eyes, or maybe they just have very blue eyes or very piercing eyes. Even if they don't do something creatively for like a career, I do think they could be just very creative in general. They could be very like creative and resourceful ways that are actually quite comical. We also have soft, cute, round, short, quiet. So they don't have to be short, but I definitely think that they're soft and gentle with you. I would also say that they Yeah, they could have some nice curves to them, or you could find them really cute. Actually, with the clouds here too, like they could be short, or they could be someone who makes you feel short, or someone who like thinks of themselves as short, but they're like average or something like that. They could be more quiet and reserved. Maybe that's why it's taking you guys so much time to open up. I definitely think they're introspective, and I would also say that they are I was looking at my sweater and I was like, oh, they're like my sweater, like, and they're kind of loose, but they're still wound and bound. So I do feel like a lot of this is a more outer persona in terms of like trying to remain control. I would say what's more inner though is like they have like a soft inner heart. I wonder if for some of you this person is like a Cancer. Like they have that kind of Cancerian shell, but like they're really soft, like when you get underneath that. Or have Cancer placements, I don't know. What else about this person? Asia. So they could be from countries like Singapore, India, Indonesia, Thailand, Japan, Vietnam, let's say Philippines, it's Malaysia, shout out Malaysia, Turkmenistan. I don't think anyone from Turkmenistan is watching, but maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know what's up there. The free and independent nation of Taiwan, like a portion of Russia, maybe like Asian food or like Asian culture is significant, or they could have Asian ancestry if they're not from these places, or maybe they just have like an interest or just live there. We also have Oceania on the bottom of the deck. So teal, okay, this being underneath that and it being objective, shy, supportive, trustworthy, I feel like that's really the vibes you guys are given with each other. But we are going to go ahead now and look at, if this did not help with confirmation, hopefully this will. We are going to look at letters, numbers, and charms that are significant for your person and your group. So this can be signs, guidance, confirmation. We'll just take it as it comes. Okay, we're gonna do letters and numbers first. So we have D. This looks like do. Like, I'm hearing the phrase do or die, but also I was thinking like dentists and doctors, so that could be significant. D-A-A-T. Someone could be a teaching assistant or in athletics. Someone could be an actor or act. Tactfulness could be a key part of your relationship. We have an N. I think whether you, here's some advice. Whether, when it comes to this connection, whether you can or you can't, you're right. So be careful of what you think is true, because you can kind of manifest it for yourselves. We have 2 5s, so I think about 5s being change, and I do think, ooh, the letters, or the word scant, there are some like spicy vibes coming through, so maybe scantily clad clothes are part of this. The name Candace or Andy, Candy, Danny, Danica, Daniela, Tanya, I see South Carolina here, DC, Washington, DC, Atlanta, I'm thinking of places in America, Argentina, we got a lot of Argentina in here, or at least a couple, Tasmania. Okay, I just thought of the former Supreme Court Justice of the United States government, Scalia. I was just thinking, wherever he's from, I don't know where he's from, but that just came through. The Supreme Court, though, maybe that's significant in some way. So 45, so one or both of you could be 45 or 54. You could be 4 or 5 years apart. You could be born, I think 2004 and 2005 is over 18, so I'm gonna say we're fine. We have explore and fly to you, so clearly, like, there could be, I think maybe one big part of this relationship is either, like, maybe there's distance, or maybe you guys have to bridge that distance, or maybe you guys come from different countries, or maybe travel is just going to be a big part of how you guys bond. And if there is distance, I do feel like that is something that will be closing, or if you needed a sign maybe to, like, go visit or do something like that, I feel like this is your sign too. But I also think as well, like, there's going to be a lot of exploring you both do. Not just, I feel like you both want to explore the world, and that's something that you guys will bond over. But also I think that you will, like, through that, you will explore a lot about yourselves and each other and how you relate. Like, I think it'll be really beautiful for the both of you. I was also just thinking as well, like, plane seats, like A5, C4, D5, things like that. We also have the Nazar, the evil eye. And so I would say trust in the protection of this connection. Don't believe in any silly ideas like someone can take it from you. Like, there's definitely, like, the only evil eye that can be cast on your relationship is your own. With this person, and same with this person. Like, the only negativity that really can affect or harm you is whatever is going on between the two of you that you leave unaddressed. Like, there's a really beautiful insular protective energy around you guys. Like, it doesn't seem that necessary to worry intently. But we also have this leaf, and I just heard, you won't believe how great things can be. So I feel like whatever you believe to be true is actually what you will find unfold. So if you want to believe that you guys are close and living together, or in the same country, or in the same city, like, believe that. Because whatever you want to believe, I think, is real. And so if you believe things related to insecurities, I think you could really start to see things manifest that trigger those insecurities, that, like, start to make you believe that those insecurities are true. We also have this little coin here, and it's an ancient coin. I feel like you guys do have, like, past life experience together, or, like, maybe there's some ancestral strings being pulled between the two of you, like, in terms of, like, maybe your ancestors, like, specifically want the two of you to come together to help, like, heal generational things. Even if you come from completely different, like, nationalities or, like, cultural backgrounds, I feel like there's something, like, especially if they're very different, actually, maybe there's a lot of healing that both of your lines can experience through the wisdom that both of your upbringings and backgrounds, like, have. We also have up. So I really do think, actually, too, well, raves, you could go to raves with this person, or this person could just have a lot of fun with you. But I feel like they do want to grow old with you. And in terms of, like, up, like, I feel like they see the potential for that there, or they really think that that could be possible. And that might be a little bit scary. And yeah, the fact that we have Gemini energy here, like, Gemini season could be significant. You might want to look out for that. Stream Gemini by Kino Carey. You might also hear a familiar voice in there. With intelligent, like, I definitely think the biggest problem here would just be the tendency to overthink between the two of you. But I think you guys should just use that intelligence to Occam's razor it, and listen to your heart's intelligence a little bit, and just remember, like, hey, yeah, maybe they're taking longer to respond, not because they're disinterested, but because they want to make sure their messages are worded just right. You know, maybe it takes a minute to hear from them after you see them, not because they're tired of you, but because they're lost in a daydream, wanting to soak in what just happened. Things to consider. Okay, group one, that's where I'm going to leave this reading. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for letting my ads play in the background while you do something else. If you have ad blocker, thanks for turning that off, or just like, I don't know, leaving me like and subscribing. Like, it's just really helpful when you guys do that. Thanks for checking out the extended if you have an ad blocker, because honestly, you guys should be checking out my extendeds. They're really good. I don't do them very often, so get them while they're hot, because I don't know when I'm making another one. If you'd like to support me in other ways, though, sign up for my email list, updates on things like classes and things like that, little freebies, fun stuff. Also my second channel, which is ASOS World. I haven't posted anything yet. Hopefully that changes very soon. I'm overthinking it, all right? And it's Pisces season. I'm in my feelings. I'm giving myself a break. Other things, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. You can check out the things I listed. I love you guys. I really hope this reading helped. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and I think your person has a lot of fun with you too. Oh, the name Dana as well. Tattoos. Oh, and cod the fish. Those could be things. And really, you'll know if that's for you, because you stuck around and listened to this. Not a lot of people stuck around and listened to this, so there you go. All right, my group ones. I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. If you guys chose the Selenite heart and the second stack of cards, this is going to be a reading on how the person you are asking about is currently feeling about you. So full breakdown of the reading in the intro if you're curious, but we're going to start by looking at how the person you're asking about is currently feeling. So we have Beyond the Veil, we have the Hermit, we have Havana, I found a heart in you I don't want to break. We have Control, Stagnation, Delusion, release the need to control situations. We have Dissolution. Mr. Koi, I need you to go over here. This is not working. Okay, there you go. Join Mr. Pufferfish. Okay, we also have the Queen of Pentacles. We have Clearing the Excess. I should have just stood up for this. You are entering a transitional phase that would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. We also have She Who Flows, ease, being open to change, going with the flow of life. So, okay, we are going to get this figured out. I swear, I'm so sorry. I should have planned like how I was gonna lay these out, and I did not. Let me make sure the Queen of Pentacles is up in there. Yeah, all right. Hi, Mr. Sheffield. Ugh. It just made me think of Fran Drescher and the nanny. Shout out to the nannies out there, and the Fran Dreschers, and the Frans, and anyone who dresses well. Okay, I think this is just what we're gonna do. Okay, how is the person you're asking about currently feeling about you? Okay, I could see why you're definitely very curious, because it seems like they keep things pretty close to the chest, and it seems like they've been pretty quiet as of late, and I don't think that's anything you did. I gotta be honest here. I think that this person is having a little bit of a heart reckoning. This is a pretty solitary person, and that's not to say that they're antisocial. Like, I'm sure this person has friends. I'm sure this person likes being around other people, but a lot of their friendships seem to be based on either like intellectual pursuits or interests. Like, there's very few people who truly know this person on a deep level. Many people know aspects about them. Very few know the core of who they are. They could have an H name, just because I'm seeing the letter H everywhere, or Cuba could be significant, or Miami, or pretty beaches, like sunsets, because this person is kind of not kind of, they are. They're weighing the truth of what they're discovering when it comes to how they feel about you, what that truth means implemented in reality versus the life they've built for themselves, how they've lived, what they thought they wanted, and what is really meant for them. I think that they have really had specific plans and specific ideas about how their life was going to go. You know, this Hermit card looks a lot like a philosopher or something. And I'm generalizing because obviously philosophy is a large discipline, but there have been themes of in old philosopher communities where it was frowned upon to be to be in a relationship at all, or I don't know if it was also frowned upon to be sexually promiscuous, but I think it was because, bro, you should be philosophizing so hard your brain doesn't think about anything but the nature of life. Like, if you're a real scholar, you should be scholarlying so hard that nothing else gets hard. You know what I mean? I deserve a like for that if you haven't already. Thank you. They kind of had this identity, I think, around like, I don't need anyone, I'm not gonna be with anyone. I bet when you even met this person, they were like, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm not interested in relationships. And here's the thing, I think they were telling you the truth. And if you were like, yeah, but I could tell they were into me and I feel like we had something special, I think you're also right. And I think there were some truths coexisting here. And I think that this person is weighing that truth very seriously. And the fact that we have dissolution here with clearing the excess and control, that tells me that this person is looking at what barriers within them they need to release in order to be with you in a way that doesn't hurt you. Because I feel like this person, they've only been able to experience paradise by themselves. They don't know what it, like, they can enjoy socializing, and they do enjoy socializing, you know, time and place. But true, like, heaven, like, it doesn't get better than this. They only experience those moments by themselves. And I think there's a very deeply rooted belief system in them that connection equals a sacrifice in experience and a sacrifice in a preferred experience. Like they're giving something up. And I think actually this person has been in relationships in the past where they have said and done hurtful things, not because they wanted to hurt the other person, but because they didn't even realize that would hurt them. They were just doing what they thought they would do. Like I would not be shocked if for a lot of you, this person is neurodivergent in some way. And you know, their normal could be taken and interpreted in ways that, well, first of all, like their normal could be like hurtful, and they've probably learned from the past, like, oh, like I can't do that. Like this is the type of person where if they were in a relationship, they might forget that communication is important. Like, because they might go into a rabbit hole for 4 days on stuff and then just and forget about their phone. Like they're that type of person. Like, where are the people that don't cheat? I mean, this person, they're at home building a giant Lego set, or they're like, you know what I mean? Like they have hobbies. Not to come for cheaters next, but like, oh, it was a time. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna, no judgment. I mean, just be transparent. Like, make an agreement, or don't do that to people. I will say, I don't think it's right to do that to people. I'm not gonna be so neutral and afraid to offend people. If you're offended that I think that cheating is not cool, I don't know, buddy, look in the mirror. And I think that this person probably has been cheated on by people who they sacrificed a lot just in terms of like the enjoyment of their own life experience in order to have close to them. And so not only did that hurt, but it was also just like, why did I even let you in? Like, why was I doing this? Like, I think this person kind of wised up and was kind of like, this whole relationship thing is not for me. At least it hasn't been. And when it comes to you, I found a heart in you that I don't want to break, I think is very key, because we have this beyond the veil card, and I feel like when they're with you, they see a paradise they've never seen before, a reality that's possible, but they're them. And I think that there's something where they're like, oh, if I want to be in this situation and not ruin it with my behavior, and let me be clear, like, this is their words, not mine. I think that, first of all, I think that this person has actually been around a lot of intolerant people that have taken behaviors very personally that weren't personal. I feel like this person has been like misunderstood and maligned in ways where, you know, people's own insecurities and maybe like tendency to take things personally made like caused them to like accuse this person of things that like they were not doing at all, but they don't really care that the other person thinks that, because they weren't even invested enough to think about how their behavior would come across or like impact them, if that makes sense. So I think that now they're like really having to study themselves, because I think they are very afraid of like doing anything that hurts you. Like with this Queen of Pentacles here, they feel really safe with you and they feel a stability with you. I don't know if the two of you are like older, or like, I hate to say older like that, like if you would call yourselves that. I'm not the metric of what older is. I don't know what older is. I like, that's your terminology, man, not mine. If you're in your wisdom era, they might feel like, I could actually really see living a life with you, and I could actually see being okay with life being different than how I planned for it to be. And that is actually weirdly comforting to them, but there's also like kind of grief at the same time. So like, you might feel like they're not thinking about you, or like they don't care about you because they're not talking to you. They are unearthing and getting rid of like years and years and years of programming, beliefs, and very specific thoughts about what they thought their life was going to be. And I gotta mention, they're really looking at you like, wow. And group 2 is just being so gentle and patient and understanding with me. And it's like, once again, like, you could have been frustrated with them, or like angry at them, or like, you know, pick a fight with them or something, because they're not because they're not like they're not talking to you as much as you'd like, or something like that. But instead you're being really patient and kind and understanding. And it's like, once again, it's like they have no excuse to be like, see, push people away because they're just going to make your life harder. Like, they're realizing, I'm the one that needs to change here. And I think that they are in the position right now where they're figuring that out. And the fact that we have dissolution, they're in a process of release and a process of clearing out what doesn't serve. And I think it's a process that you're also going to experience with them as well. But I feel like there are things like they know that they need to release and purge before they are more clear with you. Because one thing's for sure, like, this person is not like, they're not gonna waste anyone's time. They're not gonna like, they're pretty to the point. I wouldn't say like, they're definitely not like a chocolates and flowers romantic type, but they are someone who I think is very romantic in terms of the sincerity of how willing they are to endure really uncomfortable change and sacrifice control over that in order to be with someone who they think is more special than themselves. I know that came out like very self-focused, but this person is self-focused. Like, they are, but I don't think that's because they're narcissistic. I mean, I think anyone who's self-focused might like display narcissistic traits, but I think that is like they like themselves. They don't get along with a lot of people, not because they don't want to get along with a lot of people, but because they have niche interests and they don't care to be well liked by tons of people. They've lived, like, they've done that song and dance, you know, they're bullied for being weird, you know, it's the whole thing. Like, there's a level of jadedness to them that you're actually kind of helping them release, and it excites them. But they're dealing with the emotional fallout and the emotional consequences of uprooting habitual behaviors that have been largely self-protective and like self-soothing that they need to release in order to be open to more. And I think that, you know, this is actually really huge for them because it's changing in ways that they're really uncomfortable with, but because they believe in, like I said, a paradise they've never seen with you, they're like, I really have to let go of. Like, I feel like they have a lot of like controlling tendencies, and I don't think it's around like another person. I think it's around like their living space, like how they their routine, like how they spend their time. Like, those are things that are important to them. And I feel like part of them is afraid that it's going to be too much for you. But part of them is also like, I think it's going to be too much for me to hold on to this and let go of something really special. So I'm just going to try and flow with this, but like, I need time to process. I think they could definitely be better with their communication skills. I think that's probably something you guys can work on more and more together. But I do think they're very preoccupied right now with a lot of like, okay, I'm heading in this direction, and that direction being exploring more with you, group 2. But there's a whole like grieving process, and like they're breaking, like they're softening to a lot of emotion that they didn't even realize was there, and like their inability to be in control of it, I think, is really challenging. And so I do think they are needing that time to process. But this light is you. Like, you are the light that is bringing life back to them and growth back to them after a long time of being kind of, I wouldn't say numb to the world. Well, I guess I would say they've been numb to the world, not numb to themselves. Like, they've cultivated a very beautiful life for themselves within their own bubble. But they haven't had a reason to really leave that bubble until you came along. At least not a reason they cared enough that deeply about. Okay, but we're going to dive a little bit more deeply. I'm definitely excited to look at the extended. So if you guys want to know the deeper purpose, or should I say purpose, of this connection, that will be linked down below. Gonna be fun and chaotic, but if you're just enjoying this, thanks for leaving me a like. What we're going to do next is we are going to first look at how they're seeing you, and then we're going to see who they are. So not all of this has to resonate. This is kind of more so for confirmation. So take this as it resonates. If this part is a little confusing, just wait, because we're going to do charms, and then that will hopefully be more helpful. Okay. So, oh, by the way, this person might be a Virgo, or just have hermit tendencies, or they're just really like, they're thinking very deeply and introspecting very deeply on you and them. Okay, how are they seeing group number 2, please, Spirit? We have air, light or ash hair, light toned skin, pale eyes, minimalist. Tell me how you breathe with no air. That's all I could hear in my head. Our queen, Jordan Sparks, right? Was that also Chris Brown? I don't know. But I do think that they see you as someone who is on their intellectual level and someone they really enjoy talking to. You could have light skin, light hair, or like you could have cool toned, like ashy hair. You could have pale eyes, or you could be a minimalist. I would also say as well, you could just have like cool toned skin. That's like, if we're talking undertones, like a cool undertone, there's neutral and warm. if you were wondering, I'm sure you were, if you did, in case you didn't know, you could be like an air sign or have air placements, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I definitely think they really enjoy your communication, which is kind of ironic that they might be poor at it. Maybe that's just like, maybe they're like bad at tech, or maybe they don't like to be, maybe they like more in-person conversations, or maybe, they probably definitely see you as someone who's very cerebral and intellectual as well. But also someone who, I feel like they would say, like, I think they would find your beauty to be very, like, natural, like very natural beauty. And they really like that. What else? Sagittarius, yeah. See, philosophy. Adventurous, philosophical, brave, honest. So I definitely feel like they see, like, I don't like this, but I have to say it. They see you as a person. And this person kind of has a tendency, I don't like this because of my own discomfort of seeing people that way. That's my problem. But this person does kind of only, which this is actually healthier than maybe the way that I look at things, but this person doesn't see everyone as people. They see the people, like, I mean, obviously they know intellectually they're people and humans. I do think that they have kind of a sense of, like, if you're, like, I do think that there's maybe more, they see, like, more intelligent people as more legitimate humans than, like, at least humans of importance in terms of their focus, attention, and time, than humans they don't connect with in that way. So you could be a Sagittarius, or maybe you met in Sagittarius season. I definitely think they love your conversations. You might be more brave or, like, willing to do daring things than they are, or say daring things. You might be more extroverted than them, or you might just be someone who just challenges them intellectually. I gotta say, like, I've been thinking so much this whole time about Abelard and Heloise, which I do not think your situation is gonna be theirs. That's not a great one. But a lot of that has to do with existing in, like, 1100s France. Very, very fascinating. But they were a couple that was not supposed to be a thing. Primarily because Abelard was not supposed to be. I don't need to. I'll save it for the second channel. But essentially, they have love letters that have, like, basically that are from then, between them. It's a very interesting look at forbidden love and scandal and privilege and societal dynamics back then. Abelard was a philosopher. Heloise was a student. You can do the math. And they got along on that intellectual level very deeply. Heloise's age is up for debate. That better not be a situation here. If it is, that's not right. Anyway, with this, I feel like you are expansive, like Jupiter, Zeus energy. Like, you shock them in ways that are liberating, in ways that are kind of scary, but also in ways that make them grow and that are enlightening and exciting. Anything else? We have the year of the rat. Okay, I think this is funny too, because, like, this person is totally the type of person that will give you a compliment that sounds like an insult, because what they associate with it, which makes it a compliment, is what others would deem as an insult, because they would associate it with different things. So, like, for example, if someone called someone else a rat, they would be like, they would assume it's an insult, and they'd probably be right. But this person would describe you as a rat in a complimentary way, because they'd be like, because you have an adorable face and you're highly intelligent, and, like, I just want to put you in my pocket, and, like, and you know what? And honestly, their reasons are way more valid. I just have to say it. Their reasons are way more valid, and I appreciate them. But you could also be born in any of these years, except for this one. You're not allowed to be born in that year. If you're watching this and you're born in that year, yeah, I don't know. Stop watching until you're older. If you're from 1900 though, I think you should be dead because you're too old to be alive. Although, what do I know? Maybe you're a vampire. Okay, let's see who this is. So what can you tell us about who this is, Spirit? Once again, this is coming out soft, round, short, quiet. They could be any of these. I definitely would say they're cute to you, and I would also say that with the quiet, the emphasis on the quiet, like I feel like you might be extra frustrated at maybe how little you've been hearing from them, which makes sense. I also definitely think that they are softer with you. Like, they soften, and I feel like they also are very gentle with you. And I would say as well, like, they probably get lost in thought when they're talking to you, because I think they get distracted by your face. I'm not gonna lie. They might also wear really soft clothing, and they might have a really cute face, and they also might be short, and they might be round. Maybe they have a rounder face, or they're like a Cancer rising or something. Okay, what else? What else can you tell us about who this person is? We have, oh my gosh, we have Asia coming out again, so they could be from an Asian country or have Asian ancestry. They could be from any of these countries. Maybe you guys live in these countries, or maybe you do business in these countries, or maybe like your parent company originated in this country. Maybe you live in Koreatown or Chinatown, or I don't know. What else? We have the year of the dog. So I definitely think you would describe them as very loyal. They could have been born in some of these years. I would say as well, like, you would probably describe them as somebody who you can train. Or I guess maybe that's information I would tell you. This is definitely someone who you could use like Pavlov's stuff and like get results. Like, they're a little bit like, this is definitely someone who can't read your mind, but if they have the manual for what makes you tick, like they're gonna read it through and through and make you feel so loved. We also have the year of the tiger, and so I think you would describe them as well as being like, they might seem unassuming, but wait till they open their mouths, and then like there's gonna be a real reckoning to be had. I think they're definitely brave and bold, but in a way that others maybe underestimate. Like, I think that their ferocity comes in their character, and also their willingness to live by their principles, no matter what. But we also have spots, so routine, freckles, birthmark, consistency. So yeah, so they could have freckles or birthmark, or they could just be someone who prefers routine, or be someone, like I said, like they are probably pretty consistent. And once you understand their rhythms, I think it'll be easier to learn. But I wouldn't be shocked if they start texting you or like calling you on a schedule at some point once they know that that's important, because they'll probably have to put like a reminder in their phone or something like that. But if these did not resonate or are confusing, no worries, because we have our trusty charms, letters and numbers here to help us out. So once again, this is more so for confirmation and guidance, and whatever messages come through, take them as they resonate. Don't let the rest take from you. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got things flying. Is that all? Okay, yes. So we have a dog again. Okay, so we have an R, we have a Z, we have an S. Serbia could be significant. We have a T, TR, RT. Oh, we have two R's. So this person could have double letters in their name, or I'm thinking of like someone could drive a Range Rover. I'm also thinking of the game. Well, I was thinking of the game Red Rover first. With the fact that we have two double zeros here, two, like I love you too. I was kind of like thinking of that. Soot, or kangaroos could be significant. But also with these 2 zeros, I feel like both of you, like if you would have passed with this person that didn't end well, or like if both of you are in kind of a difficult place right now, I feel like both of you want to like resolve things. We have a broken H, so take with that what you will. Store, like a store could be significant. Oh, the zoo. Zoos could be significant. Okay, so we also have this rainbow that says storms don't last forever, and we have this like diamond here. So diamond could be a birthstone, or the hardest. Diamonds are like one of the hardest stones. I mean, this is not a diamond, but what gave it away? But you know, I think maybe something about this person is that like they're a very hard person to get to change. Like, you can't get anyone to change, of course, but like this person is very hard to change, or very hard to go out of their own, to get out of their own like way, and also to get out of their own like system. You're managing to do that, which is pretty incredible. But also, letters could be significant, or post stamps. Paris could be significant. The number 888 or 1888 could be significant. And actually, you know what? I think that the Eiffel Tower is great symbolism for your relationship, because when the Eiffel Tower was first built, like Parisians were like, ew, like the Eiffel Tower, like she sucks. We don't like her. She's lame. And now she's the most iconic part of Paris. And like, not to say that this person would say that about you, but like they probably would say that about relationships. They would be like, ew, relationships. Like nobody needs those. Like you can't fart in relationships. And buddy, you can if you're with the right audience and they find it funny. It's just know when the ones are silent and deadly. Like, get out. Like, it's about discernment. And if you don't know, play it safe. Come back again for Fart Tips by Eso. We also have the dog. So that is more Fool energy to me, because there's like a white dog in the Fool card. I definitely think this person wants a new beginning with you, and whether you have history with them or not, I think this new beginning is more about their life in general, because like they, in order to have a beginning with you, period, they have to have a new beginning in what they allow to be possible for themselves. We also have I carry your heart with me. So I definitely think feelings run deeper than maybe has been talked about, and I think especially for this person, they're not really good or comfortable about talking about their feelings, but they do show it in their actions. And while their actions might be showing right now a little bit of MIA-ness and a little bit of like, where'd you go? I do think that they are doing like very deep inner work right now. They probably wouldn't call it inner work, but they're in their mind palace, and they are decluttering, organizing, and building new wings, because like they need to be different specs of themselves, and they need different things in order to move in this newfound future that they've discovered to be possible with you. And with this crescent moon, I would say, number one, you whatever you think they feel, like in terms of like how they feel about you, it runs a lot deeper than that, but you're on the right track. I would say you don't see the full picture of their feelings, how their feelings manifest. And a lot of that is also because like they do this in hiding. Like it's harder to know things. Like for example, sharks, we don't know a lot about like what sharks do, like their breeding methods and shit. I mean, I know I'm generalizing here, but like great white sharks, for example. Like we don't know tons about them because they spend a lot of their time like out in open ocean by themselves doing their own thing, you know? And they're very like, it's hard to see them in like breeding or anything like that. I mean, that sounds weird, like going to watch white sharks breed, but like, you know, science, like there's a scientist got to do it, but like they're not really gonna like, we know that they do it because like we get more of them, but we don't know how it happens. because we don't really see what's going on. We don't know what they're doing because we don't have the data. And so similarly, like what turned into a weird white shark breeding rant, is kind of the same thing. You don't know how they're processing their emotions, the things that they're thinking, the things that they're feeling, but hey, coming to visit me does help. Thanks for the support. You're not seeing all of that, like the depths of it, but you will see the results of it as they come to fruition. So you're going to see the results of this change, but you're not, but like the hard part is right now, you don't know maybe what's happening or how it's happening. You're going to get the baby shark but you're probably not going to know how the baby shark was made and what all went into it and what that was like, because that's more of a personal process. Man, this reading's taking me on a journey. Yeah, we also have the Kermit meme. And so I definitely think, once again, the biggest barrier for the both of you is letting the negative thoughts win, like letting pettiness win, letting the fear of letting love in and letting love change your world, like all of that. That is what you have to contend with. But let's see what else we have. Courage comes through suffering. And so I think this person is gathering the courage to open up more, because it's going to take them time. It's going to take them time because like they're not used to opening up their world, and it's very vulnerable and scary and intimate for them. But the fact that they're doing it, period, is quite significant. Numbers 8, 21, 35, 53, 48, 40. Maintain a sense of humor to lighten difficult moments. I definitely think that when you're struggling, like finding the humor in something or looking at something on a lighter side and ask, like, am I looking at this in like a negative context, or am I conflating this in a way that's maybe not fair? Like, I would pay attention to that and maybe look at things from a lighter perspective. And the numbers we have here, 32, 33, 36, 5, 55, 10. So yeah, definitely expect to see, like, I think there's cycles ending. 5s, 1s, and 0s seem to be significant. So if you see like 10, 10 a lot, or 5, 5, 5, like I definitely think that's a sign that like things are shifting and changing. And yeah, you can trust what's up. You know what's up. You know what's up. You just came here to hang and know that you're right. So you're right. Unless it wasn't what I said it was, then I don't know. All right, group 2. That is where I'm going to leave this reading. I'm going to head over to the extended now. So thank you to everyone who comes over and joins me. We're going to have a very chaotic and fun time. But if you're leaving me here, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much for letting my ads play in the background. If you have an ad blocker, I do expect you to leave me a like, and to, at the very least, unblock it while you let my videos play, while you do something else. I don't expect that, but it'd be cool. If you're not gonna unblock it, you better go get the extended, because I work my ass off on those and you'd enjoy it anyway, and it's supporting me more directly anyway. If not, I get it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sending me love. I'm sending you love right back. Definitely sign up for my email list if you want to be in the know. My email list gets email list privileges, so little freebies, announcements on classes, first invites, specials, random tidbits. You're getting it all, so you might want to. Email list gets email list privilege. Yeah, my second channel, I don't have anything on it yet, but the legend states I will at some point. Anything else, you can check out all my stuff down below. That's really all I have for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching and for letting me read for you. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. I promise I won't be this close to the microphone for that long. Just while we're laying your cards down, if you guys chose the Thulite heart and the 3rd stack of cards, this is going to be your reading on how the person you're asking about is feeling about you. So if you want a full breakdown of the reading, there is one in the intro, but we're just going to go ahead and start. We have persistent drive, see what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose, use your intuition and instincts to guide you to the optimal outcome. We have darkening. We have judgment. I'm hearing this really old K-pop song. I can't even remember what it's called. Maybe it's literally called Darkening. I don't know. I think it's Brave Girls, but it's old. Whenever I say I'm thinking of a K-pop song, y'all list a bunch of new bands and I don't know. I'm Gen 2. I don't know anything beyond that. But if I can remember it, or someone comment and say, hey, what was that song? And I'll let you know, because otherwise I'll forget. We have metamorphosis, embrace transformation. Things are now different. I'm being told to put that there. Okay. We have inner alchemy. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Tower. We have Budapest. I hope that you see yourself the way I see you through my eyes. And we have Summer. And all I can hear in my head is Calvin Harris going, when I met you in the summer. I feel like that was actually pretty good. Like, music career coming soon. Just kidding. Stream Kino Carry though. Anyway, how is your person feeling about you? I'm not like in their feelings, because they're feeling quite a lot. You know when you have the option to go out on the water, like in a boat, and you see a storm and you're like, yeah, better not. That's kind of how I'm feeling about like being in your person's energy. And the thing is I think there's a lot of different situations here. For some of you, you might be with this person and you guys are going through a really intense time right now. For others, this could be someone that you've been on and off with, or someone that you've had a history with that has made a resurgence in your life, or that you've been thinking about a lot. And for others, you may not even be interacting with this person at all, but they're coming up on your mind a lot and in your heart a lot, and that might be why they are coming through. So for my sake and for your sake, I do just want to say that there's probably a lot of different circumstances I'm going to be talking about. If I don't list yours, that doesn't mean yours isn't there. Trust what resonates. But I can definitely see this person has undergone some sort of really shocking, and maybe even for some of you, traumatic change. For some of you, there is one circumstance that I'm seeing where for some of you, there could have been a tower moment related to structural, like, life things that have harmed the relationship as a result. But I do see that that is something where, like, this person feels like you guys are moving through that and things are going well. But or that things will be getting better if not going well. I think they might still be processing grief though from that change, because maybe they were further along. But I feel like for a lot of you, no matter what your circumstances, this person is kind of recognizing the discomfort that, number one, comes with close connection, that comes with being seen, but that also they're also recognizing there's a feeling of purpose when it comes to you and them. Well, you guys are going to be perfect for the extended, because that's what we're looking at, the deeper purpose of this connection. Not yet, though. They definitely feel a sense of purpose in terms of you being in their life. And for some of you, this person may not deserve to have a spot at your table right now. Especially if this Tower and this 5 of Wands refer to, like, maybe you guys had arguments, or maybe you guys were together at one point and they didn't treat you as a priority. Maybe they've made you feel insecure, or made you feel like you couldn't... Maybe they didn't maybe they didn't make you feel secure in the relationship, or maybe they literally did things that fractured the trust and the security of the relationship. For others of you, I feel like this person could see you as like kind of, I think for all of you, this person sees you as kind of a beacon of light. Oh, I'm hearing this Bruno Mars song in my head. I don't know if it's just called Mirror, but I definitely think this person is doing a lot of intense self-reflection, and it's directly related to circumstances in their connection with you. And for some of you, this might have come at the cost of you cutting them out of your life. For others, this might have come at the cost of things kind of blowing up, because maybe there were a lot of things y'all left unaddressed, like the awkward things you didn't want to talk about, or like, you know, fears or worries that both of you had that you didn't address. And they could have kind of blown up in a way that maybe made this person realize, number one, they were not as on top of their relationship, their dynamic, and just their connection with you as they thought they were. And also, for some of you especially, I think this person is aware that they've acted like an ass. And I think that they've probably, for some of you, they've told you that. For others, if you're like, do they know that they were acting? Yes. Yes, they do. I do think that this person has some self-sabotage that happens, but the thing is that there's no really, well, this sounds like problematic and weird, so let me clarify when I'm done, but like, there's no giving up when it comes to you. And the thing is like, if that's a stalker, that's not something you want to hear. And I would not say that that's who that is, but I would say there's no giving up when it comes to what God is asking of this person when it comes to their connection with you. But the connection with you is really a microcosm for how God is really asking them to live in all areas of their life. And really, and what's interesting here is that number one, I'm using the word God. I know that people can have very different feelings around that specific word. They might not even believe, maybe they've had a sort of like profound spiritual awakening or something like that. I definitely can see though that this person realizes that they have to change who they are in order to live in alignment with the values that they've always wanted but maybe thought they didn't deserve, and to live in alignment with the type of life they want to have. And I think that they've kind of been in the midst of a rude awakening, because a lot of the things that they thought they were doing and a lot of the things that they thought were, you know, right by the book and things like that, I think they're realizing, oh, this book is, it's interesting, we're talking about God and books. For some of you, maybe this person had a very profound realization recently around the reality that man-made religion doesn't necessarily have to be the only way to find God, to meet God. It can be, but I feel like this person finds God in you. Alexa, play God as a Woman by Ariana Grande. Not saying that you're a woman, I just wanted the opportunity to mess with some people that have Alexas. And also that song is a banger. When it comes to you, I feel like they are both fighting their world falling apart and at the same time embracing the sweet release of it. If they're not in your life at all, I definitely think that they've been going through some challenging times, and either you've heard about them through the grapevine or you've just kind of maybe had dreams or even just worried about them and not really known why. Maybe you've seen the car that they drive or a type of shoe that they wear a lot, or just something that reminds you of them. This person is feeling like they no longer have an excuse to give up on life and choose rot. If you guys are closer together, like if you guys are in a relationship or in a connection, I definitely think that Maybe you guys have had some uncomfortable conversations where maybe they've realized like, oh, they weren't as sure of themselves as they thought, not when it comes to the relationship, but sure of themselves in terms of how life is and how people work. Especially when it comes to you, because I think that they had ideas and templates of how relationships are, of how things are supposed to go. But that's really based in a role. And with you, there isn't a role. And one thing that I see with this person is that you are someone that they cannot hide their darkness from. And I think and it's actually quite ironic. I feel like for some of you, this person could even be very alternative in like how they dress. Like they could like really like have a lot of piercings and tattoos, or they could like dress like, or they could even be like dark academia, or like they could have a vibe to them that's very like, maybe they only wear a lot of black. But honestly, that doesn't have to be an alternative sort of, it is not alternative. It is normal to wear all black. And it is a fun choice. I enjoy it as well. But I do think kind of the irony is that they wear their darkness because they're too afraid to actually dive in and explore it and see what it's showing them. Their ego kind of maybe took like what's in their shadows as like an identity, and as like a sign of brokenness or something wrong with them. And that really has allowed them to kind of avoid accountability for their own reckless decisions and poor behaviors in ways that don't make them hate themselves further than they already do. And I don't know if you're thinking this, but I know I'm thinking this as these words come out of my mouth. That's not a healthy way to live, and that's really like not a great way to live in general if you want to be happy and enjoy life. And the fact that we have it's time to see the sunny side, you are definitely a light that brings them life, but that also that light can be kind of harsh in the sense that they're having some rude awakenings around what they thought things were, what they thought they knew. It isn't always that. And I think that they are dealing with the challenge of resistance right now, between what they know needs to die and the challenge of rebuilding in a new way. I definitely think like if you guys had an argument and they're kind of being off, or you guys aren't interacting much, if you guys are in a cooling down place, I definitely think they heard a lot of what you had to say and like took that to heart. And I think they're processing it quite deeply. But I think that in general, this person is just undergoing a really intense and profound transformation. And I think you've been an important catalyst to it. And I think that if you guys have had like disagreements or arguments, or they've said things that like really hurt you, I do feel called to say like they didn't mean them. That doesn't make them saying them okay. But if you were wondering like, did they really think that? Did they really mean that? No. Also, if you guys were inebriated during it, then like I would say especially no. Not sobriety either, but like it's not okay like if they're sober either. But like I do think for some of you, this person could have said something in the heat of the moment, like when they, did not have like a properly functioning prefrontal cortex, and said things that like they didn't even mean and would never say if they were in their right mind. But the thing is like, I don't know, I'm just a messenger. I don't know. What I do know is that they're feeling this intensity of, oh, I actually have to face my own darkness. And like, oh wait, life is a transient state of being and I don't have to be this one rooted identity. You're basically kind of like a holy disruptor in this person's life, where they've had to really see things in a new way. And that Hosier song, like Too Sweet, I feel like I don't know if they would use that to describe you in any way, but like I do think that they've kind of had a similar attitude as to that song. I think Too Sweet is something that you can only define in desserts, in my opinion. But I do think that there's this aspect of this person where they've written off a lot of goodness in life, and goodness it's not that they didn't believe goodness in you, but they kind of had this idea of like, well, maybe it's just maybe this is just what they do to get what they want, or like, you know, once they really see all of me, they're really not going to be interested anymore. And I would say if you guys have gone through, like, you know, you guys have been undergoing changes as a result of, like, falling outs you've had, or, like, you know, rows that you had, like, I think this person is realizing, like, oh, I can face my darkness with this person, and actually I feel myself becoming lighter. There is literally an alchemical process happening between the two of you. I don't know if they would define it in those terms, but I actually would not be shocked if they start reading, like, The Alchemist or something like that soon, because I think that they are having, like, even if this person was raised, like, religiously or something like that, I don't think they felt, like genuine spiritual connection. I think they saw a lot of it as silly nonsense for hypocritical, intense people. Honestly, I have no arguments with that assessment. Not everybody, but some of them. And if you're in a church or a synagogue or a mosque, or really any place of worship, you know those types of people. They're the most fun part of the community. And I do think that this person is kind of realizing, like, they have been their own worst enemy, and that if they really want to see the goals, if they really want to see positive change happen, they have to go for it and stop avoiding themselves. They have to stop fighting themselves, and they also have, like, I think life could also have maybe helped give them a kickstart by, you know, maybe they lost their connection with you. Maybe they you know, had, like, very real consequences in their life happen as a result of being in their head, or, you know, not taking accountability or responsibility. But I think that if you're not hearing from them, you'll probably hear from them in the summer, unless you don't want to hear from them, which is valid. But if you guys are, like, interacting with each other, if you guys are in a connection, if you guys are in a relationship, I do think that, like, things are going to be lightening up here. And I do think that if you're, like, I think let the change show itself. Like, I think changes, like, if you've already been seeing positive progress and positive change, know that that's going to be continuing. And I think this person would also want you to know, like, thank you for being the one to help me see the illusion. Like, I think that this person is realizing how many illusions they've bought into that have made them so miserable. And also, I think that they might be leaving really, like, toxic communities that they've been a part of, that they realize, like, they only were part of those communities because they wanted the connection. And now that they are starting to learn what real connection is, they realize how much they're seeing a lot of the darkness they couldn't see before. It's like they're seeing, and in seeing the light, they're seeing all the darkness they couldn't see before, the stuff that just looked like everything else without the light. And I think that they're viewing you very highly, but I think if anything, honestly, when it comes to their feelings, they just feel like they need to be better than what they are, because they want to be better for you. Like, I think also they would say that you are the one person who has been honest with them in ways that not only have they needed, but they know you've been honest in ways that were difficult for you. Like, I think you were honest in ways that made you vulnerable, in ways that have made you put you in positions where you had to be courageous. And this person is really recognizing that, and also, like, acknowledging, like, how hard that is, and the fact that they haven't had the same strength and integrity, and that they want to change that. I think they definitely compare themselves to you. I do think, like, the mirror idea is very fitting here. Like, and it's kind of funny because this person has a bit of a, like, the grass is always greener on the other side thing going on, where, like, they know consciously, like they don't like connection where things are surface level and things like that, because there's a part of them that wants to be free, there's a part of them that wants to explore, there's a part of them that knows there's more out there. I just dropped all the cards that I was gonna use. That's real cute of me. Okay, you know, there's a part of them that likes that, but also at the same time, they they get antsy, they get restless, and they're like, this is meaningless, this is stupid, why am I doing this? But then they're in connection with someone like you, and they're like, oh my god, this is confronting, this is intense, this is really asking things of me that are very scary. I feel completely destabilized and absolutely vulnerable and terrified just interacting with this person. That's how they feel. And then they're like, maybe surface level connection isn't so bad. But listen, once you've tasted the best, you can't go back. Like, and so I think that for them too as well, they're like, well, shit, I can't go back to the way things were before. Like, this person, I think, has been a chronic quitter and someone who is like super guilty of just giving up, of just moving on, of not really fighting, of not really pushing. And I think that they've found something worthy of fighting for. And it's not you, it's themselves. And you've been the inspiration for that. And I think no matter what, they're very grateful for that. No matter what the circumstances are between the two of you, I think they're very grateful for how you've shown them that they need to love themselves more, that they need to care for themselves more, and that, you know, the way that they impact others matters, and the way that they interact with people matters, and the fact that they've been selling themselves short. You've shown them how they've sold themselves short, and how maybe they've projected a darker persona onto themselves than really exists. And I think that they're realizing, like, they want to be in the light with you. And if they can't be in the light with you, then they're going to spend the rest of their lives being so grateful that you showed them the keys to get there. I definitely think, though, if you guys are closer, like if you guys are in a relationship or something like that, like, I think that you guys are in a situation where you're seeing the unhealed parts, the darker bits. And the thing is that you haven't shied away from them. You know, sure, there might be conflict, there might be challenge, but there's also forgiveness, there's also healing. And I think that this person is saying, like, I think they feel, they don't even really know how to feel, because they're feeling completely new things. They're envisioning completely new experiences. Like, they're being reborn in a very powerful way because of what you've done in order to help them, like, what you've helped catalyze within them. And they see you very highly. They feel like you are very profound, very powerful, and someone who they want to be the type of person that you can be proud of, whether you're in their life or not, because the fact that you exist and the fact that you deem them capable of those things is all the sign that they need to know that it's possible for them. So I'm going to use this deck, and we're going to see how they see you, and then dive more deeply into who this is. But if you are curious about looking at the purpose of this relationship, the deeper purpose at this time, or should I say porpoise, and other fun things like that, like we're going to do channeled messages, and I'm going to channel pretty deeply, definitely check out the extended. It is more vulgar and more chaotic. It's going to be after hours, but if not, just grateful you're here. And if you are enjoying this, thanks for leaving me a like. Thanks for turning your ad blocker off and letting the ads play. Or thanks for just getting YouTube Premium so you never have to deal with ads to begin with. I don't know how y'all are living. I mean, I know tough times are tough, but I just appreciate any help, any support. You know, I'm not AI. I'm a real human doing real human things, so I really appreciate that support. All human creators have to contend with the rise in AI slop on these platforms and shit, so yay! Okay, how does this person see group 3, Spirit? We have red, so we have passionate, energetic, sexy. Like, yeah, they're super attracted to you. I also think that when you get shy or when you blush, like maybe your face gets really red and they find that really cute. Like, I feel like they see you as someone who's really strong. And it's interesting too, because both of these individuals on the Tower card are wearing red. I definitely think like red is a color of power. It is also a color of like action. And I think that they see you as someone who you don't play around. And also, if they play around, they will get burned. Oh, and yeah, and you're the red heart. Yeah, I like that. Okay, what else? How do they see group 3? We have silver, modern, trendy accessory style. So yeah, I feel like they see you as like, you kind of have this hot and cold vibe going on, not in your behavior, but in like your aesthetic or your like in your overall demeanor and cadence. Like I feel like you either run real cool or real hot, and like they like both of those versions of you. I think that they find you to be very polished, and I also think they find you to be someone who is underrated and someone who I think a lot of people find intimidating, but also at the same time, like, it's kind of silly to them, like, because they also find you intimidating, but at the same time, they know, like, you yourself are very, like, you're not an intimidating person in the sense that, like, I don't know, I guess, like, I don't know how to describe the emotion of like intimidation, because it's all about the person feeling it, right? I don't really know. You know what you are is you're secure in yourself. And you're probably like, no, I'm not. All right, whatever. Shut up, your inner critic. Yes, you are. You are. Trust me, you are. And I think that a lot of people, and if you're not, then you project that appearance quite well. I definitely think that this person finds you to be hard to read. Maybe you're really good at poker as well. Like you've got a good poker face. Yeah, there it is. Heart, healer, harmony, wealth. So I think that you're an abundant person in general. And I also think that you're someone who's very loving and very caring. And I think that this person sees you as someone who really is the full package in a way where they didn't really believe in that kind of concept. They see you as someone really caring, and like, honestly, the most powerful thing and impactful thing about you is your character. Like, yes, they're attracted to you. Like, yes, like you're very visually pleasing. Like they find you to be very beautiful or very handsome. But they think your heart is beautiful, and they think that you're like one of the few quote real people out there, in the sense that you actually give a shit. And that's where I would sit your person down and say, hey, every person out there is a real person. That's what's even scarier. Like, if we saw people's hearts, we would treat each other so differently. Okay. So I was about to start asking about them, who this is. So we have North America, so they could live in any countries in North America. We also have Indigo, third eye, wise, spiritual, gentle. So I also, the term indigo child, this person might like fit that terminology. I would also say that though that they are spiritual, and they are very psychic, whether they believe in it or not. And I would also say, though, that you're probably getting a lot of psychic phenomena about them, no matter what, like, your state of connection is with them. We also have Pisces, romantic, vulnerable, artistic, escapist. And, okay, this actually makes so much sense for your person, and let me be clear. You might be like, but I'm a Pisces and my person is not a Pisces. Okay, astrology Annie, I love you. We got all the energies in our charts, okay? And if you don't know their full birth chart, they might have Pisces somewhere. They might have a Pisces stellium. Your girl's an Aries, but she's also got a Pisces stellium and an Aries stellium. It's not fun. Well, actually, it is kind of fun. It's really fun. What's not fun is the Virgo. It's grounding me and making me be responsible. It's probably the one thing saving my life. But just because, like, think more of the energies here, not the placements. Because that's what's important. Because I do feel like this person has been romantic and honestly a little bit escapist and a little bit, like, I wouldn't say that they were future faking with you, but I definitely would say that, like, they dream of a future with you and probably love talking to you about it. And, like, I think that they are the type of person who the fantasy is realer than the reality, and they mean everything they say when they're saying that. And I think maybe part of this tower moment was part of them realizing, like, I can't just dream about it. I gotta be about it. Like, if I stay in this dreamy state, I'm never gonna get out of what I need to. And the thing is like, you might resonate with that, but that doesn't mean that this is you. This is not you. This is them. They have just those similar qualities. This is you, from their perspective. But I would definitely say that they are someone who has kind of, like I said, like someone with a Pisces stellium, one of the shadows of Pisces, I think, can be just kind of quitting, giving up, or just like letting things happen, like surrendering so deeply that you just become a non-agent in your own life. That's what I would say, not like quitting or things like that. I would say it's just such a level of like formlessness and like acceptance of what is, that there is like almost zero remembrance of your own ability to take action or to change that flow. So I definitely think that they, number one, have been vulnerable with you, but number two, I feel like you've kind of helped them remember, hey, there's a lot more agency, or there's a lot more you can do, and there's a lot more that's transient. It's not stuck in this place of stasis. Like, things can change, things can evolve, and I would say this person is definitely going to be in a space of evolution. And I think that when they come through challenging times, like, they come out with so much more wisdom, and it's really evident, like they actually learn the lessons that the universe is teaching them. And I think that if this is the person that we're talking about, like, if they have intentions and they've stated those intentions with you, like, I want a future with you, or I want us to be together, or I want us to build a house together, or I want us to do this, they're undergoing the process right now to actually be able to make that happen, instead of just talking about that happening. So we are going to go ahead and finish this part of the reading off by getting just letters, numbers, and charms and extra confirmation. So hopefully, if this part wasn't helpful, this will be. Okay, let's get, so we have A and X. So I was thinking of an axolotl for some reason, but also Axe, so this made me think of like middle school and like Axe body spray. I obviously, if that resonates as a current thing, you are way too young to be watching this, but like maybe you knew this person like in middle school or something like that. So we have lots of E's and a U and another A, double A's and E's. I think this is like Grimes's baby name or something, like, right? Like AX-E. Oh, I see United Arab Emirates in here. We have another O too. Oh, and a J. So we have the name Joe. We have Jax, Jude, June, Jane, Jay. We have another 0. Another 0. We have a number 10 as well. 100 or 10 could be significant. Okay, it looks like that's it. Okay. With 0 being the Fool, I definitely feel like, first of all, if things need to reset here, I think that they can. Oh, we also have a W. So, awe. I definitely think they feel awe when they're around you, and woe when things are not going well. Jewels, also Jewish. One or both of you could be Jewish. The animal, like an ewe, or or Star Wars. We could do Ewok. Yeah. Okay. So we do have the cross here. So Christianity could be significant. But also this is a cross of like hearts. And so it does make me think of like sacrifice, and like, I think that this person has always seen love as sacrifice, and the fact that it was face down, I think they're realizing like they can put that template down. With this fruit here, I feel like they're afraid of things being sour or things souring between the two of you. And I think one thing they've realized is that maybe they anticipated those expectations more so than they actually materialized. And with bear here, I do feel like, well, bears could be significant. Maybe you go back to childhood, or maybe like your guys' hugs are something, like maybe you guys give each other like bear hugs. I would also say maybe they gave you like a stuffed animal, or you gave them one, or something like that. I'm also thinking of this bear as like awakening from hibernation almost. Ajax as well makes me think of the Iliad. Ajax is my favorite character in the Iliad. I don't even remember why. I think I just liked the way his name was spelled. It's also a cleaning product. Oh, because it's so strong. It's like, oh, I learn new things every day. We also have this bottle here with green inside. So I definitely think that this person, and maybe you as well, like are guilty of bottling up your emotions, and then they come out in like explosive ways. So I feel like maybe this connection could be helping the both of you stop doing that so much. We also have this pink bell. So that could be significant. I would say, like, if you haven't heard from them, you probably will. I don't know if there's like a month that's associated with like light pink, but maybe that month or something like that. Or maybe like you'll be wearing light pink, or like you'll see light pink, or something like that will happen. You guys might have like a guide that is helping you both that has like pink, or like it's like associated with pink. We also have the $50. I can't even read this. It's kind of gross looking, probably needs some polish. But I'm just thinking of the word liberty. And I do think there's a lot of like freedom to come like from this connection for both of you, like liberation. And I think it's not liberal. Like, I don't think you guys are setting each other free. I think you guys are just showing yourselves like how you're keeping yourselves trapped. I would also say though, with the $50 here, I do think like there's more wealth coming in for both of you. And I would say that this person like sees you as very valuable and also very rare. $50 are more rare. I'm also thinking of the goddess, the Hindu goddess Chinnamasta. You know, she cuts her own head off, and she cuts off the heads of others. And it's because she's killing the ego to free the soul. And so with JFK's head like that, I don't know, it's kind of making me think like there's a lot of ego death involved in this relationship, maybe. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I keep dropping that. I need to stop. That's probably not great for your ears. I apologize. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so yeah, we have the King of Swords. So I definitely think that both of you have the tendency to think very deeply and to play like things cool and be rational, but I think sometimes like emotions don't work that way. And I think this person is realizing like actually not being able to control and stifle their emotions is allowing for a lot more progress and growth than stifling them ever has. And we also have Temperance here, and it was coming out. I don't really take reversals with these tiny ones, but I do think you guys are in the process of creating more temperance. Archangel Michael could be significant as well. Temperance is literally all about creating balance and creating balance from shifting and changing aspects. And also Sagittarius energy could be significant. But I do think that there's a sign here, like once again, that like I think this situation is protected. And I also think that you guys are on a greater journey right now, and learning how to come into union with yourselves and with each other. For some of you, you may not, you may want that. You may not know if your person wants that. I do think your person wants that, but they may not know what that looks like. You might define it differently. So I guess be aware of that. But let's see what else we have. Take care of your body. It's the vessel for your soul's journey. I think this person is having a lot of realizations that about their vessel and the fact that they are more than just their vessel. even though they have these like really spiritual aspects to their nature, I feel like they're really good at invalidating their own experiences of it. So we have 25, 27, 17, 11, 55, 36. We have beauty is not in the face, it is the light in the heart, which, yeah, no, like, it's you, babe, it's you. And like, I think that they see your real beauty, and I think that you see their heart light, and like that, I think that is really something that the more you trust in that and what it asks of you, because what it will ask of you is not what you're gonna see like people on the internet talking about, except maybe me and a couple of other really cool people. But like, you're gonna see a lot of like egoic guidance that's just about, you know, cutting your losses and not being vulnerable and not honoring or trusting your heart. That it's all guidance to avoid heartbreak, when maybe the point is that maybe that's not something that's up to us to control. Maybe that's something that we're meant to experience and grow through. This month, you'll experience moments of deep insight. Yeehaw for you. We have 20, 29, 49, 14, 8, 55, and I think it's really fitting. Like, I think your person is having a lot of deep insight right now. And let's see what else. Everything originates from the seed of determination, which is at the second, persistence. So I think that this person is really determined to grow, and I think that you're going to see profound, significant change. If you're not talking to them right now, like, I think you'll be shocked when you do hear from them, like how different they might be. If you guys are in connection, like in relationship and contact, like, I think you're going to be seeing just more and more changes. They might be more gradual since you might be like seeing each other more often, but you'll be able to tell. And I bet you'll probably mirror that, because you're probably changing and are not the same either. Numbers here, 43, 2, 49, 31, 18, 19. So group 3, I'm going to go ahead now and move over to the extended. Thank you for joining me there. But if you are leaving me here, which is fine, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much for letting my ads play in the background while you do something else. At least for the first 30 seconds, that's one of the most helpful ways to help me and things like that. If you'd like to support me in other ways, you can like this video, comment down below, let me know how it resonates. You can subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to click that little notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new reading. You can check out merch, social media, sign up for my email list. You can check out my second channel. Legend has it, there will be videos on it someday. It's at ASOS World. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this. And I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. If you guys chose the Snowflake Obsidian Heart in the 4th stack of cards, this is going to be your reading on how the person you're asking about is currently feeling about you. So, I promise I won't be this close to the microphone. I just need to set things down first. So to start, we have distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. We have immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies, passions. We have the King of Wands, authentic, calculated, motivational. And we have conjunction. We also have sacred space, altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. Forgot one. We have shadow waters. We have Sydney. It's the kind of love that you go to the end of the earth for. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Actually, these are being revealed to me in a very interesting way. And they're exactly as they're supposed to be. Okay, where do we even start? I guess I should start by saying that for those of you that are asking about someone who isn't in your life or someone that you are on rocky terms with, I don't think this is your group. I definitely see this for those of you that are already involved with someone or are in a relationship with someone, because this is definitely someone who loves you. And I guess to be fair, like obviously people can love you and you're not like, maybe you're not interacting, you know, maybe there's a distance, or maybe, you know, you guys are not talking or whatever, but I wouldn't say that this is like a new person unless you believe in like love at first sight sort of thing. I guess maybe that could work, but it's clear that there's been time that's been established and positive progress and momentum here. And if not already, then definitely something that your person is thinking about. I think they're very excited about their future with you. And we just have to talk about this conjunction card, because this is all about sacred union. This is love. Like, this is the love card. This is, you know, it's the very last card in the deck. And it's, you know, all about surrendering into that love and about like connecting to it in a way where it moves you, not in a way that's forceful, but in a way that makes you realize it was always inevitable. Like, the type of love that this person has for you is one where your life or their life doesn't make sense without you in it. It's the kind of love that you go to the end of the earth for. Like, this person not only loves you deeply, but also realizes, like, either you already know that they are completely committed to you, or you're about to, like, that is something that's going to be coming up. But for those of you that are married, for example, or like that have been in a relationship with this person for quite a while, I feel like this person is in a beautiful place right now where they're reflecting on the time that you guys have spent together, the life that you guys are building. And I think they're really excited for the next chapter that you guys are building together. The fact that we have sacred space here, oh my gosh, I feel like I want to cry. Like, I don't know if you guys have been through some ups and downs. Like, one thing that I'm hearing is for some of you, maybe you've experienced like loss that's been really challenging, and that maybe you and this person, I don't know if it's like both on both sides of I don't know if it's together or like both sides of family or just one of you, but I can tell it's been really hard and it's been really heavy, and it's something that they care. Like, however you guys have dealt with and handled that, I feel like it's been something that has just once again reaffirmed how much you mean to them, how much they love you, and the fact that like the universe put you in their life for a reason. The fact that we have the King of Wands here, I feel like they are incredibly excited for the future they're building with you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, they're damn serious about it. For those of you that are together and that have been together for quite a while, I could definitely see this feeling extending to things like you guys buying a house together, or you know, especially if you guys have been renting, if you've been saving up and working hard, and if you are, congratulations. Or like considering making a big move together, or doing something that is a big goal, but that definitely requires maybe some immediate sacrifice, and not maybe sacrifice in the sense of like each other, but sacrifice in the sense of quality of living. I definitely feel like this person just wants to give you the absolute world. And they feel like there's so much more for you guys. And I feel like they're not only really excited about it, but they're also like, this is already so wonderful, I don't want to wish this away. And the fact that we have immerse yourself, I do feel like this person is really excited and motivated right now to like learn and take on new things that will help with this shared vision of the future that you guys have together. But also too, I feel like they're finding that they just have more energy in general. I don't know if maybe that's because you guys have moved through like a time of healing, and so there's regeneration, or you know, if this is a situation where maybe you guys haven't been together for very long, or maybe you guys are in a situation where it looks like you're going to come together. I could see why. I would definitely say that they are really taking seriously how they need to step up if they want to make this future happen. To have the Ace of Pentacles here really excites me, because it tells me that not only are they incredibly serious about you, but it also tells me that, like, you are going to see the tangible results of the love that you guys have for each other and the life that you're building, and it's going to happen slowly but surely. With this Sydney, I don't know, maybe someone's named Sydney here, or shout out to Australia. I love my Australian girlies, like the Hermit Tarot and Miss Charlotte Astrology. I love both of them very much. So Australia could be significant, but I do think for all of you, there's this feeling from your person where they probably didn't believe this type of love existed. And if you guys have been together for a while, I feel like this person, and you've probably felt this, like, was maybe holding their breath or holding back a little bit, waiting to see if things would implode or things would fall through. And I think this person has turned a corner where they've realized that, number one, their tendency to do that is not a reflection of you, but rather a reflection of their own fears in love. But also, number two, I think they're realizing as well, like, especially with this conjunction card, oh, I'm not letting this love in and it's completely available to me. I feel like it's moving a lot within them. And I feel like they find the space that you guys share together to be very sacred. Like, you are an incredibly important person in their life. You are someone that they value. And you are also someone that you inspire them to be the type of person that I've always wanted to be, but didn't have a reason to be. And the thing is that the reason isn't necessarily you. It is partially you, but it's also about them. And I think more importantly about them, to realize that they were always capable of being and becoming the person that they wanted to be, but maybe that just came at the cost of them being willing to face their fears and realize that sometimes, like, in order to have what you want or have what you truly desire, you have to let go of what makes you comfortable. And I think with your person, they are looking a lot at what has made them uncomfortable in the past. And I feel like they're just doing a lot of powerful liberation where they're realizing that truth is something that they can define, not something that has to be defined for them or told, because the experiences they're having in their relationship with you is making them realize that their heart was right all along. Like, I feel like they knew in their heart even before they met you that like a love like this was out there. And that would make sense, because I feel like you both were primed to have this experience. And I'm grinning from ear to ear, because I'm just always so joyful and happy to see people that love each other and are happy and that are in meaningful partnership. I feel like this person, like, considering we have narwhals on this distinctive potential card, like, narwhals are so cool and so different from a lot of creatures on our planet that they seem like they shouldn't be real, right? They almost seem mythological. And I think, but they are very real, and it's so cool that they're real. And I think that what's so cool is I feel like this person has kind of had their own narwhal awakening, which I think is a pretty fun term that just slipped out of my mouth. So hashtag narwhal awakening. That magic is real, yes, and that beautiful things do exist. But for them, their narwhal awakening is about realizing that the love that they have always wanted is not some mythical ideal that cannot be accomplished, but rather is something that has always existed and was encoded in their heart for a reason, because love like this is very powerful and profound in terms of transforming relational templates on the human plane. That is very broad verbiage, but what I'm trying, I guess, to broaden, it allows you to be a good representation of what love can look like when you are in alignment with yourself and your values, and are truly coming at things with good intentions and, you know, the desire to truly connect and grow, you guys are living embodiments of that. And if not quite yet, then certainly becoming it. And that can be a profound influence on the people around you and those that witness you. And sometimes that won't always be pretty. I think sometimes there will be times where you will find out that people struggle in their relationships because they will compare themselves to yours. And I think maybe this person, I don't know if that's something of how they feel or just something that's coming through as like a message for you to know. But this person feels empowered with you by their side. And they've been doing a lot of introspection around the things that they thought were true that are actually myths that they're ready to let go of. I'm hearing this song. It's called Her Body is Bible. It's a banger. I can't remember who sings it, but you might want to listen to that. Or just look up the lyrics. I don't know what your music taste is. I definitely think with the Ace of Pentacles, they feel and see like there's a beautiful brand new beginning coming for you guys, that you guys are either establishing together or working on getting started. And I think they feel really optimistic and positive about the future. And I also think that they're excited to dive more deeply into just your connection together. Like, I think they're excited to just share more meaningful moments with you. I think they're excited to explore with you. I think they're excited to bed rot with you. I think they're excited to find refuge in your relationship, in your loving relationship, that takes them away from the stress and tension of like the rest of the world. I know like they would do anything for you, and also you are a huge motivation for them to become who they've always meant to be, but also like who maybe they almost thought they were never going to be. I think they're really excited for, I know I've said they're really excited for the future, but also I think they're excited for the future because they don't feel like because they have an actual partner, and not, or there's the potential for an actual partnership, and not like an imbalanced dynamic or a toxic dynamic or a dynamic that is just, you know, the same patterns with different people. You're a complete reset for them. And I think what's so magical is they are realizing the divinity of the nature of relationships, period. Not just romantic, but all kinds. They're realizing that there is something more to divinity in its expression. Like, I think they are seeing your relationship as a form of the divine, like, manifested. And they're right. Like, they're right. Your relationship is a form of the divine manifested. The two of you together, or the two of you alone, are examples of the divine manifested. And I think that right now they're just really like, they're keeping their head down, as this lovely lady shows, and they're just gonna keep on working and keep on moving, and they're excited and they're motivated for the future, and they've got big plans for the two of you. I don't know how much you guys have been involved in them together, but I think that if they have had a hard time, like, at any point, you know, just letting you in or embracing this more, I think they're realizing why they don't need to do that, and also how choosing this instead of fighting it is actually bringing them the liberation and freedom they wanted to begin with. But I do actually want to read this conjunction card to you, because I feel like my words will never be able to do justice, like, what this is. But conjunction is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Unlike coagulation, conjunction represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. Yeah, this is what I was trying to say. Like, awareness, acceptance, and devotion, like, these are things that they feel. And like, what's better, honestly, what's better than a conscious, benevolent union? What's better than that? Guys being dudes. That's a Vine reference, which does age me greatly, but it's a disease inside of me. I have Vine disease, and when something prompts it, I gotta say it. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experience in conjunction is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with human nature or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites, the infinite awaits. And I really do feel like, I think that it might have taken this person by surprise once they, like, stopped overthinking it, that, oh, this was, like, made for me. Like, this was made for me and who I am right now. Like, and I'm not saying that you were made for them, like, in like a weird way. I mean that in like this person, these circumstances, the relationship we have together or can have together, what we're building, all of this fits who I would like to become. And not only that, it actually creates the conditions for that to happen. And also, like, I adore group 4. Like, I adore them. Like, I love being around them. I love spending time with them. I love, you know, talking about deep stuff with them. I love hearing about what's going on in their brain. I love learning new things with them. Like, they love their life with you, and they're really excited to have more life with you in it and explore what's next for the two of you. So I'm going to go ahead now and look at how they are seeing you and who they are. These do not have to be 100% accurate. I just kind of thought it would be fun to look at. But if you are enjoying this, we are going to look at the deeper purpose of this relationship. So if you want to hear about that, that will be in the extended. Thank you for supporting me, especially if you have ad block. Shout out to the ad block people that, like, will leave me a tip or buy the extended. Like, that just means so much to me. Like, thank you for caring about me. And it means so much to me when you guys just let the ads play. It means even more when you let the ads play and you don't watch them and don't pay attention to them, because it's like, oh my gosh, not only are you benefiting me, but you're wasting someone's advertising dollars. That's, well, you're not wasting them. You're giving them to me to support me. So thank you. Well, a lot of it goes to YouTube, but some of it goes to me. So thank you. Yeah, thanks for supporting me. And honestly, even just leaving me a like, really helpful, really grateful. Thank you. But also thank you for turning your ad block off for me, or just, I don't know. I'm really grateful for any of that, because, you know, all creators right now, all human creators right now have to fight against the onslaught of AI slop taking up the space. Okay. Luckily, I mean, I don't think, whatever. Okay. How does this person see group number 4, please? We have snake. So, you could be born in one of these years. 2001, 1989, 1977, 1965, 1953, 1941. 1929 might be kind of pushing it. But I do think with the snake here, I definitely think that this person finds you to be incredibly transformative. And also someone who you have a very, oh my gosh, okay, you have a very, like, apparent, I guess the way that you move is very attractive. I'm literally seeing Una Chaplin, excellent actress, by the way. She's been in Game of Thrones and Avatar. That's the two things I've seen her in. But she, like, in Avatar is like she moves her body in a very specific way that's very key to the character, and it's making me think of you, like that's what I'm thinking of when it comes to how they perceive you. Like there's something very sensual about the way that you move, or there's just something very like, you're very tempting and like and very desirable. And I also think that there's a like a regenerative nature to you. Like I don't see you as a snake, as in like, I was like, they're a snake, like don't trust them. Like I feel like they see you as someone, like a creature worthy of reverence. And also like the Ouroboros as a concept, like I guess is kind of coming through here. But I can't sit here and confidently tell you all about the lore of the Ouroboros. What I can say though is that I do feel like they think that you are constantly evolving and you just become more amazing, and they love that. And also I think that you might be really good at sneaking up on them without trying. Like you might walk very quietly and like scare the shit out of them if they don't know you're in the room. Interesting. What else? What else? We have wood. So olive skin, athletic, great health, green eyes. And you know what? I'll add hazel eyes to that as well. So I definitely think they see you as a really solid person. You could have an olive skin tone. Maybe you got the name Olive. They definitely think that you're, well, I would believe that you're very healthy. And I also think that green, especially like just the color green on you, I think is something they find attractive. Like I don't know if it brings out the features in your face. Like you don't have to have green eyes, but I do feel like whenever you wear green, there's something like, or just like earth tones in general, there's something very attractive about that. Like you give like, I don't know, like wood nymph vibes, or like you just give this like natural comforting. And I don't know, are nymphs only like women? I don't know what the male version of a nymph is, but, or like a neutral version. I don't know. All I do know is that, man, they got the hots for you. And they're like, I can't burn too hot. I don't want to set them on fire. I feel like they also too, like, if you've been working out or exercising more, I feel like they can see it. And like, not only do they find it very motivating, but they also find it to be like, there's just something very special about having a partner that cares about their health and wants to like, well, obviously it's attractive when people take care of themselves, right? So they're attracted to that. But also I think that if you've made specific health changes recently, I think that you are becoming a positive influence on them, wanting them to do the same if they're not already. If you were inspired by them, then I would say that like they really love that you've taken their advice to heart, and like they love seeing you thrive. But also I would say as well, like there's a stubbornness within you that they really admire, because they know it comes from a place of like honesty. We also have the year of the dragon, so y'all could be born in the year of the dragon. But considering we have another creature, another reptile-y creature, I definitely think that they see you as very powerful. And I can see why it might have made them a little bit nervous to open up to you, because like, I think they probably found you quite intimidating. Like, I think that they see you as someone who's very powerful and someone that has a lot of power over their emotions as well. And so I feel like they needed time to like realize that you were safe, and that like you're not, like, especially with this wood card being here, like they understand that you're a stable person. You are not someone who will fly off the handle or say really harmful, vicious things, or like just be like abusive, period. That is something that they realize, like, oh wow, this power is very attractive in someone who knows how to wield it instead of someone who uses it to hurt others. There we go. We have Earth. Okay. I love how the deck was actually like, hey, so bitch, like, you're gonna come for me? No, I'm gonna come for you because you're wrong, because I put Hazel here. Okay, my apologies, Miss Duck, you were right. So we also have Earth, so you could be Earth signs, or maybe like what you guys could have a sun moon connection based on Earth placement. So like one of you, for example, could be a Taurus sun and the other could be a Taurus moon, or one of you could be a Capricorn sun, the other could be a Capricorn moon. If in general, if one of you has a sign that their moon is your sun or your sun is their moon, I would take that as confirmation. You could be Earth signs. I mean, I definitely feel like they see you as someone very grounded, very humble. You could have brown or golden skin, thick hair, full lips, slay, and then hazel or brown eyes. So love that. I would say as well, like, oh, what's that song? Is that John Legend? Like, your body is a wonderland. They definitely like your body. Let's be honest there. But I would definitely say as well, like, they feel safe with you, and they feel life feels more real when they're with you. And actually that makes sense to me, because I've had that experience. Like, I don't like traveling by myself, because when I travel by myself, my experiences don't feel as real because someone like wasn't there to share it with me, which seems silly because I love being on my own. But not when I travel. When I travel, I'm like, if other person did not see an experience did happen, I don't know. In my mind it didn't, because I'll probably forget about it. Okay, so let's see who this person is and get some descriptors of who they are. So who is this person, Spirit, that group number 2. So we have Pisces, romantic, vulnerable, artistic, escapist. So I definitely think this person either brings out your Pisces energy or they have Pisces placements. I would also say, also too, maybe they don't have Pisces placements in their like tropical chart, but they have them in their Vedic. You might want to pay attention to that. But I think in general, it doesn't have to be about the placement. What it's really more about to me is the fact that, first of all, they are your like romantic interest. So like, if this is all resonating and hitting, this is someone who is like that interest, but also someone that opens up to you, and also someone, I wouldn't be shocked if you guys like enjoy maybe escaping a little bit, like, you know, kind of tuning the rest of the world out and just like, you know, spending time together. We also have gold, expensive, luxurious, abundant, heavy. So this person could be quite abundant, or I would like to say that they've got a heart of gold. But I also think that they are someone who, you know, wants the finer things in life and is really willing to work for them. They could also just be really focused on like wealth acclamation right now. I would also say as well, they are someone who carries a lot but makes it look easy. What else about this person? We have Aquarius, free-spirited, unconventional, eccentric, quirky. So yeah, this person could be an Aquarius. They could have Aquarius placements. Aquarius is also linked to the star card, and I was kind of thinking of that. The star is all about like healing, hope, and faith. So I definitely feel like they could inspire that in you, or they could be someone who is very different, very eccentric. I will say, like, the concept of freedom was very important to them, and I think they're realizing they can have that freedom within like an established structure, and it's not stifling when it's with the right person. I would also say that they find them like they if you guys are goofy together, I think that they probably love being goofy with you. I would say that they probably should like let their freak flag fly around you and really enjoy being a weirdo with you. This person is different, but I think you're different too, and you guys enjoy being different together. We also have soft, cute, round, short, quiet. So they could be any of those things. The Pisces card and the soft card came out in different groups as well. So I would definitely say you find them very cute and you probably want to squeeze their face. They could be short, or their speech could be short. Like, they could be someone who's pretty decisive and to the point. They could be more quiet. But with this King of Wands here as well, like they might also be, maybe they're just more quiet around you. I do feel like one theme that I was seeing in some of the groups was like the soft card coming out to reference, like just general, like they're soft with you, like they're soft, like they're gentle, they're like, I'm not saying they treat you with kid gloves, but they treat you with the softness that one would expect of someone who loves someone else. Like it makes me think of like, it makes me think of just any circumstance where, like, you know, you just see like softness and gentleness and kindness expressed towards another being. Like that general softness is what I was thinking of. But we're gonna go ahead and finish this reading off by getting further confirmation by looking at some letters, numbers, and charms. So hopefully this gives you the confirmation that you need. If it does not, I apologize, but hopefully it will. Okay. Well, first of all, we have a broken K. So if something has not been okay, I'd like to say that hopefully things are turning around. Or JK, things will get better. I like that thought, that things will get better. So the initials J, K, we have Q, we have L and M. And is that a Z or an N? I think it's an N, but I'll also add Z because, like, why not? We also have 7. So the month of July, someone could live on the 7th floor. Someone could be born on the 7th. I am not really a lot of vowels today, huh? So I guess the vowels are up to you. We also have a number 5, so 75 could be significant. Or 57, so May 7th or July 5th could be significant. M&Ms could be significant, or the rapper Eminem. Quill, like quill, like the like a feather quill, could be significant. Also 5 just being like a number of change, and 7 being a number of spirituality and source. Like I definitely think for you guys, there's a lot here about positive growth, but also necessary change that brings about a lot of healing. Jake, Jack, Janice could be significant names that were just coming through. Also, like monks could be significant in some way, or maybe monkeys, or moles, like the animal, or I guess the body part. We also have this rose quartz heart, which reaffirms to me that there is a lot of unconditional love here, and that like the love runs really deep, and that the love between the two of you is abundant, whether you consciously acknowledge it or not. I would have to say that you probably do, or it's so evident it's in the room with you, you don't need to. What is with JFK? Like, I just heard Grassy Knoll, and I'm pretty sure I talked about Dallas in one of the other groups. I'm sorry to that man. Like, I don't mean to keep bringing you up here, but I don't know. It's coming through. The Grassy Knoll is where he was. You know. So, oh. No doy, I was thinking of the star. We have literally the shooting star. This is all, like, I feel like this is specific guidance to do not take your eyes off the prize in terms of what you want to make happen. You guys are actively making it happen right now. So do not give up. Like, this shooting star here, like, this is telling me, like, keep wishing, keep having hope, keep having faith. Like, everything's, like, you're already getting signs that everything's working out, but they're going to continue to. Just you wait. We also have a daisy. So the name Daisy could be significant, or the flower daisy could be significant. I was reading a book the other day that mentioned, like, the properties of daisy, but I can't remember what they are. If any of you know and want to share them, feel free, but you don't have to. Daisy Duck could also be significant. She is a baddie. I did not know that Clarabelle I don't know if she's just Clarabelle, but I don't know. She's in like the OG Disney characters. Her like I stand that cow. I stand that cow so hard. I love her. Her voice is so goofy. It makes me happy. Oh, is she like, I don't know what Clarabelle's deal is, but all I do know is that we have been robbed not seeing as much of her as we should. But I guess the name Clara or Clarabelle or like cows could be significant. And I guess speaking of cows, we have bulls because we have Taurus here as well. And there we go, trustworthy. Like, that's the thing. You guys are building a solid relationship based on trust. Like, this person trusts you, and I think that's probably very significant for them. I don't think they do that very often, the whole trusting thing. We also have Panda. And I really do think in general, like, this person finds, like, this relationship to be rare. But also, like, I feel like this person loves just, like, cuddling with you and, like, big bear hugs and like loves feeling safe with you. Pandas in general could be significant. The word pandemonium is coming to mind too for whatever reason. We also have a red bell, which is making me think of Christmas, but also like I guess red bells in terms of alerts. Like I feel like this is guidance and a sign from the universe that like if something needs your attention, like it will be brought to your attention. Like you don't need to worry about it or mull over unnecessary fears. Like you guys are right on track. You're doing a great job, and like there's really nothing for you guys to worry. Like if there's something you guys need to handle, it will be brought to your attention and you will know. Otherwise, like everything's under control, and like you guys like just really deserve to enjoy yourselves more. We also have Topo Chico. So that drink could be significant, or I guess bottle caps in general could be significant. Let's look at your, if you have knowledge, let others light their candles by it. That's literally like number one. Well, spoiler alert for part of your extended, part of the purpose of this connection is to benefit others by being together. Let others light their candles by it. Like let others experience heart awakenings and powerful heart movement through witnessing the beauty of your guys' love. Numbers 31, 3, 57, 17, 12. We have never depend on others to make you happy. You can do it yourself. And that's the thing. Like, this is not a situation. Like, this is the thing. You can be happy on your own. You can also be happy with someone else. And I think that another big point of this connection is realizing that you can do hard things and you can do them by yourself. And maybe all you need is just a mirror to inspire you and show you that you can. You know, it's not a person saving you. It's not a person like changing you. It's you changing as a result of what's being reflected back at you that's inspiring you to grow and evolve. Absolutely beautiful. 51, 55, 26, 20, 50, and 3. A stronger sense of self is near. So slay, I love that for both of you guys. 10, 9, 36, 39, 23, 51. So 23 has come out a lot, and so is 51. Noted. Your dreams can only come true once you wake up. 1, 19, 33, 53, 55, 59. So 55 and 53. I don't know, maybe it's illegal for fortunes to not have a 50 or a 20 number on there. I don't see many 40s. I gotta be honest. Maybe I just need to eat more Chinese food. I'll get right on that. So group number 3, that is where I'm going to leave this reading. I'm going to be moving over to the extended now if you want to join me there. But if you are leaving me here, which is totally fine, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much for letting my ads play in the background. Like I said, that's one of the simplest and easiest ways to support me. If you'd like to support me in other ways, you can check out my second channel, Aso's World. Legend has it there will be posts on it someday. But if you subscribe now, you'll be notified whenever I do. You can sign up for my email list. Email list gets email list privileges, like little tidbits and freebies and fun stuff like that, as well as offers you'll be the first to know about things like classes. And if I ever open readings, like personal readings, only my email list is going to know about it because they're the ones that care enough to keep up with me. So yeah, I think the rest is linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and for letting me read for you. Oh yeah, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that's really helpful, so thank you for doing that. Another thing you could do is just send me love or share me with a friend, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. I'm grateful. Thank you for being here and thank you for letting me read for you. Leave a shell emoji if you watch this at the end. Actually, a shell emoji with a 4, because I'm gonna forget what the shell emoji is if you're still sitting here watching this, because no, you are part of the, like, the top of the top in terms of, like, wow, like, you sat through and you paid attention. Good for you. And good for you for having this. I love this. Yeah, okay, I love you guys. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is that you're watching this video, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye!